There we go. I think we have managed to overcome our technical difficulties. Welcome, everybody. The British Lowdown plus one American. We have a guest over from High Stakes Hot Takes, Mr. Miles, aka Gnome Thorian. Welcome in. We've got Peter, we've got Will, we've got the whole crew, and we hope everything will go swimmingly. So, how are we all doing? Because this is going to be a good night. Oh boy. What's the over under on the Trump quotings? Oh. It's well, officially the Titans are officially on the clock, even though they've been on the clock for an eternity already. We all think they're going to go with Cam Ward, right? Yeah, I've just realised there's no sound apparently, and I don't know what's causing this. Is that work? Is now working? Is that now working? Please, Willie Nelson in the chat. And that's... No, I do not. That's the peculiar thing. It is a separate channel. That's the... I know why. Okay, now I know why. Audio input capture... No, audio output capture. Discord. That should now... Okay. Now guys talk again. Okay, that should hopefully work actually properly now. I do need... Alright, let me... I'm going to bring it up myself. Sorry everybody for the... Yes, 1 second. No. I'm trying to bring up... The pick is in now, apparently. I wonder, is it going to be Cam Ward or is it going to be Cam Ward? No, I won't. I'm just going to test something. Because it's still not working.
They're gonna draft him as a corner, 100%.
Hey, all it takes is one play. All it takes is one play. One play changes everything. Like he plays corner, gets lit up. I am playing corner again.
He's gonna find out. He's like, yeah, I can't do this both ways. Not with these guys.
Yeah, there it is.
Now does that work? Please tell me. And Cam Ward is the first guy out. I'm hoping it's now working. It's taking me a little while.
I can see if it works. Let's see if I unmute.
We are good now. We are good now. It's taking me. Oh my god!
From 0 stars.
Man's figured it out.
It's taking me a good. It has taken a while of 10 minutes of monologue where I'm not talking a lot. When these guys are talking, it looks like
not a lot of chatter out of you, but now we're cooking with gas here.
We are cooking with gas.
All right, so the Jags, Jags have traded up to 2.
They have traded up to 2. It's showing now, actually. So there was a lot of talk about the Jags potentially trading up to 2.
Yo.
So they want Travis.
Yeah, there was some Charlotte today. They want Travis. They're coming up for Travis.
Really?
I wonder how much they gave up to come up to 2.
All right, so the details of the trade, you ready for them?
Yeah.
You want the details? So the Browns are trading the number 2 overall pick for a 4th round pick this year, and they're trading the 2 pick, a 4th this year, and a 6th this year. For the Jags, 5th pick, a 2nd this year, swapping 4ths this year, and their 2026 first round pick. So 2 firsts, a 2nd, and a 4th for the number 2, a 4th, and a 6th this year. So the Jags are saying that they're not going to be a lottery pick
next year, right?
You're saying Travis for this? No
with
way.
the Jags bumping up, it has to be. It's either Travis or Abdul Carter, and I think those are the only.
I mean, the London Jags have got to show something for them. Yeah, we call them the London Jags here. We know this.
Well,
interesting. This actually shakes things up a bit, though.
Wants to make a splash.
Well, here's the question, right? So if let's say the Jags take Travis Hunter. The Giants, I think, are going to go for a quarterback. I think they want their guy, which leaves Abdul Carter on the board for the Patriots. Do the Patriots take him or do they trade him?
The Patriots would take him.
I mean, they would, but there are a lot of teams that want him. Carter. There were rumblings that if Abdul Carter falls to 4, there could be a team that just recently won the Super Bowl interested and potentially willing to move on from a wide receiver.
Yep.
In exchange for that number 4 pick. So we'll see.
I've heard those rumblings.
So Willie Nelson,
my intel is strong here.
Listen, those are fake rumors. Listen,
these are strong little birdies.
Howie don't need anything.
I mean,
Howie needs to
that with Malachi Starks. So
Howie loves his defensive ends, dude.
We're getting someone.
Listen,
all right, Lil Wayne sitting next to Travis Hunter is a bad luck for Travis Hunter.
Howie's running the league right now.
Can we the pink suit?
Howie just allow other teams to win, please? Come on.
I forget how tall Travis Hunter is.
I heard some news today that Howie's about to be banned from the NFL for the next 2 seasons. He can't GM anymore because the league can't take it. We need him to take a break. Give us a hiatus so we can catch up.
The dream for me is we somehow get Malachi Starks. That's what I want.
The Jags have got 4 minutes left.
So hard.
They should have already been put in.
If you're trading up, I got pick 16 for you. All right.
But if you're trading up, right, they should have already been put in.
You know what you want, yeah. Go get your guy.
It's just also they're playing up the suspense thing. Maybe they're still arguing on who they should take at 2.
You don't know. You've got to already know as an organization.
Yeah, I mean, if you're making
the trade, you're like, let's I mean, and try and work it out.
To their defense, there is like a period of time of where you're submitting it and they're processing it, and it doesn't actually say it until they've fully processed it.
Yeah. They made the phone call to
it seems like congratulating each of us. I think the pick is in. The pick is in.
Yeah, pick is in.
Let's all take our guesses. I think it's Travis. I think they came out for Travis.
It's got to be Travis Hunter. There's no way they're trading up for a quarterback. They wouldn't trade up for anyone other than either Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter. Like, those are the only 2 guys you would trade up for in this draft.
Mm-hmm.
The only 2.
Yeah.
I mean, if they don't take Travis, it's going to be chaos.
I think maybe they feel like they can do the 2-way thing with him.
My internet has conked out. No?
Yeah, we're back.
We're back. Many technical issues. Don't think, no, we didn't drop anything. Jags set back another 10 years. I think the Jags are just going to be the Jags till the Shad Khan
until they move to London.
Yeah. Then become the London Jags.
And become the London Monarchs is what their team name would become.
I think that's already trademarked
Probably.
because the London Monarchs
Yes.
were a team.
We can always buy it. They come buy it.
Can I ask if anyone's watching the NFL Network broadcast, what is behind these guys? This green suit. Did anyone see that? There's some lizard man behind them. So, we should be able to announce the
Lizard
pick by
Man
now
on the
too,
right,
right? Can we
yeah.
I know it's hard for Mr. Goodell to get himself out there, but
They do fill, they try and fill as much time as they can.
yeah,
It's
the
a
corner. You
lot
see
of
this
waffle.
lizard man thing?
Yeah.
What is this lizard man
yeah.
thing doing there?
No, it's Kermit.
It's Kermit?
Yeah.
No, that's not Kermit.
It
It's a
looks
fat Kermit.
No, it's a lizard. It's a lizard. All right. We have.
Is this like his bodyguard who comes out with him? Like, what is this?
Or that's DeForest Buckner, I think.
Oh, is it?
No,
Yeah. I think
no,
that's Buckner.
no, it's not DeForest.
Eric
It's
Armstead.
definitely an
Eric.
Eric Armstead. Oregon player. He's definitely an Oregon player. I recognize the face.
He's a former Oregon player.
We'll find out.
We've got the yapping. We have the yapping. We are watching, obviously, on NFL Network online on the international broadcast, but
Eric
it's
Armstead, yeah.
yeah. He is a big dude.
Oh, don't remind us of that, please.
No,
6'7".
it's more of Duval. You've
Duval.
seen the meme.
That's how it is. With the eye twitch. Alright, bro, just tell us the pick. Clap it up. Now tell us the pick.
Yep. Huzzah.
Yeah, we know we have a trade.
No shit.
We've known for the past 5 minutes. There you go.
Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
They came out for Travis.
Wide
They
receiver
came up
cornerback.
for Travis.
They're feeding into the delusion.
Have fun losing in Jacksonville, brother.
They're feeding into that
but
delusion.
you know what?
wait,
He's
is that
good.
Yo, Will.
No tax.
Will.
Yeah.
Is that the same girl?
That's the same one,
girl?
yeah. That's it, yeah.
Oh, Travis, man, we've been trying to warn you, man. Like, you got Kyle loose, bruh.
I'm surprised she's not getting on stage with him, but I'm surprised they're saying wide receiver cornerback. Like they're actually feeding him, and they're feeding him. Like, yep, this is what you're gonna do.
So
Because this has happened
I
before.
mean,
goes
I
number
They've
two.
actually just picked one position. They've actually just.
But did
said,
he think
"Oh,
he
he's-
wasn't going number 2?
And we kind
I
of knew
think-
it, right?
I mean, we kind of knew that he was going number 2, but not to Jacksonville. But then I guess the Jazz
Florida.
came out. I think he's gonna play wide receiver. That's gonna be his main role.
They
But
need
I
one.
think he's still gonna play cornerback, but not many snaps as a cornerback. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
I
maybe
feel like
of the
they'll play
defensive
him
snaps, he
half
plays
the
like
snap.
25% or something.
It'd
25,
be in like
50%.
something
specific
like that.
packages kind of thing, yeah.
Yeah, like if they have a
Because-
5-corner set or something, like.
Yeah. Because he can't play full time both ways, not in the NFL. That ain't
No,
gonna, that
It's
ain't
too
gonna
physically
happen.
demanding.
Yep.
He's gifted, but there've been players in the past who have tried it, and even they had like set plays.
Yeah, he'll be like a dime back. He'll
Yeah,
play
that's
very
Andre saying in
specific
chat,
role
yeah.
plays, yeah.
goal line, red zone. He's actually really tall, so he's got a lot of
And-
length.
Like, if you think about it, who's the guy who's played like fullback and defensive line?
Well, I mean, there have been a couple guys who have run, like there have been linebackers who have played tight end and stuff. Like Vrabel did it a bunch. You know, he has like 8 career touchdown receptions. Like in their jumbo
and
package,
it's not trick play. It's not trick plays either. It's actual like. It's just the guys useful in that kind of circumstance.
Mm-hmm.
Players to start: Antonio Cromartie. Yeah, set package.
But like, see, all these guys are defensive backs, and they just played snaps at wide receiver. I almost wonder: is it better to train someone as a top tier defensive back and have them sub in on wide receiver packages rather than train someone as a wide receiver and try to, you know, like what do you think's a more important thing to learn and understand as a primary role?
No, but I think Travis is going to be the first one to do it the opposite way, because when you watch his tape, he's actually better at a wide receiver than as DB right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with that.
But long term, wide receiver is where the money's at. So he would want to play wide receiver as his full-time position and then play the snaps on cornerback in sub packages. Because if he plays DB, he ain't going to make as much money as wide receiver. I mean, wide receiver going rate is now 40 million plus. So if you want the money,
I mean, who's the best pure? Who's the best pure corner in the draft?
That's Satan, isn't it?
Willie Johnson.
Well, no, not in the draft. In the leagues, what Satan, right?
Yeah, I'm just thinking in this draft. Is it Will Johnson?
In this draft, Jahdae Barron.
Yeah, Will Johnson probably.
Will Johnson. Yeah, best pure corner.
I mean, the kid from Texas is pretty good as well.
Yeah, that's my number one, the kid from Texas. Because I think
what's his name? Barron,
Johnson
right?
has some issues with man coverage. Yeah, Barron can play both, but I think Wills has some issues with man coverage and his numbers, the speed suggests he might struggle at man. But
but he's so technically sound, he can kind of make up for that.
He's a ball hawk too.
Yeah, he's just so technically sound. It's he may not have the physical.
Right, so Giants pick is already in.
Yeah.
I think the Giants are taking.
They went for Abdul Carter. They didn't waste time.
Abdul Carter?
Yeah, I think that if they're taking Carter in this situation, I thought they were going to maybe go for quarterback here, but I think they're probably just going to stick with the safe pick. You got to take best available at this point.
Yeah, and then it is the New England Patriots at 4.
They'll take Will Campbell at 4 if that's the case. Unless the Giants give us a shakeup and take a quarterback here. Patriots are taking Will Campbell at 4.
If the Giants do Giants things,
they have Russ. They've got a lifeline, but they need to build a team.
A lifeline is a.
I mean, that's why he's there.
Yeah,
it's just to hold it together. They need to build a team. Like, well, maybe Mara is still on that. He wants a Manning delusion. He's still on that Manning dream pipeline, and he's there like.
I think the Colts are looking like they're on that Manning pipeline as well.
Dream pipeline, but you can't depend on that.
The way this season may end up for my Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah.
Oh, if the Giants
they took Abdul Carter.
Yeah, you can just tell.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was on the website Draft Tracker before he announced it. Damn. Yep.
So
I think so. I think Sanders now falls.
Do we? So somebody. Yeah. I think in the coverage they were saying that if he's not picked in like the first 10 or 15, he could fall out completely of the first round.
I think he's already fallen out in the first round. Because I honestly think, because I think
Pittsburgh might take about 21 though.
Next team that needs a quarterback is who? The Saints, right? And the Saints, the Saints like Jackson Dart, and that's why I think people thought it could potentially be the Giants take Dart there. But Sanders is gonna fall. I mean, would you say 21? The Steelers.
That's my guess that he'll go to.
We'll see.
Pittsburgh Steelers. If
the Steelers was a rumor today about them getting taken.
Do you really think Mike Tomlin wants to deal with another massive diva at a key position? I think he'd rather get like a
I mean, he's not a
Jackson
diva
Dart-esque.
publicly.
No, but here's
we
the
don't know.
thing, though. I mean, with Shador, let me play a little bit of defense for Shador here. I think he will not be
Okay,
diverish
that's
with
just
Tomlin
cringe from.
because of his dad's relationship and the respect his dad has for Tomlin. So he might, fall in line because the dad will let him know you go to an organization where they expect you to win. So you have to follow the program. You can't bring the antics to Pitt per se. I mean, if Pittsburgh don't take him, then I still think he'll go first round because the Browns might trade back into the back end of the first round and take him, maybe 25, 26.
You say the antics, but I honestly don't know what antics.
Now, who did you say, Miles, with regards to
Patriots?
Patriots?
It's going to be Will Campbell. Yeah, from LSU.
And you'll be happy with that pick as a Pats fan?
Yeah. I mean, he's one of the best tackles in the draft. We need a tackle. I mean, what is it, a flashy draft pick? No, but we need a tackle. So,
but it needs.
I think that's the play.
You need to build a team around what you have.
I mean, there are other good tackles, but the grading on them kind of falls off a little bit after like the top 3.
I mean, with that pick, you'll essentially be drafting a surefire starter for the next decade. So
that's what you hope,
That's what.
The thing about drafting tackles out of college is they can oftentimes be more like NFL guards rather than tackles.
Yeah.
So like it's really about hoping that he can live up to the expectation of being a full-on left tackle. But yeah, I mean, he's not a small dude, 6'6", 319.
Yeah, he's playing on the outside. I think
like he's gonna have to hold his own against some of the best in the league to protect Drake May. If you give Drake May some time, like I really think he can be dangerous. But last year he had almost no time to throw, and
he was getting annihilated at times.
Yeah. Give him time, I think he can be solid, and he can start to feed his new wide receiver core, headlined by Stephon Diggs.
I'm intrigued to see, so obviously it was the first time in a long while that we didn't have any pre-draft trades for the first round in a long time, right? Now, as soon as the draft started up, we've had one trade. Do we suspect New England could trade back from that point?
I think if they trade back, they're trading back to Vegas. Like, they're not going super far back. And
pick is in.
The pick's in. So
I said the pick is in, so there it is.
It's Will Campbell.
And of course, the Patriots. And
I would be shocked if they went anything other than Will Campbell here. The only reason there would have been any variation in their draft is if Abdul Carter fell to 4.
Which wasn't happening.
Which did not happen. Which would have required the Giants to take a quarterback.
Correct.
Okay, so here's the thing. Let me ask you. So say if Josh Simmons didn't tear his ACL, do you think he could have challenged Will Campbell for this 4th spot with your Patriots?
Say that again. If who didn't take what?
Josh Simmons from Ohio State. He tore his ACL, but he was regarded as the best left tackle in the draft.
If he was here,
the medicals are the reason why he's gonna fall.
Well, so I think that's the thing. Is like he's graded very highly on his like ability, but a torn ACL on a lineman can be very, very costly. I guess if he's healthy, I think he gives competition. But Will Campbell's been kind of that guy in the waiting of like he was one of the best tackles in college and was expected to be a top 5 pick. I guess we would have had to see what it looks like. Simmons is in this draft, right? I wonder where he goes. He could be like a 5th round pick if he falls there, and wouldn't mind taking a flyer on him.
It's bad. My mental focus is on one player and one player alone for this
I don't
entire
think he's
draft.
going that far.
And you know who
No,
I'm.
Austin
who I've been. Pardon? No,
Tyler
you know who
Warren.
yeah, I want him somehow to fall to Indy. This is the
I
circle of
have-
Indy, but
Well,
I don't.
I do think Tyler Warren has a chance to fall to Indy. I have Colson Loveland going first of the 2 tight ends. I have him going to the Bears.
But if the
well,
Bears
let's
take
see. I mean,
Unless Genty falls to the Bears, then they take Genty, but I don't think he does. So
Willie's
No, but,
insulting
I mean,
me with
the Bears don't need
the
a try.
Jets
They
ban.
could
Of
pick a
course
good one in
not.
command.
Come on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jets
I
could
know.
take him at 7. That's what I've been hearing. I've been hearing Jets could take him at 7.
And I just
I have Genty going. Well, I had Genty going at 5 to the Jags, but with the trade, I think the Jags might or the Browns might up going wide receiver with McMillan possibly. We'll see.
So, but the thing is, the Browns running back room at the moment. Let me have a look at Browns depth chart.
The Browns have already selected their pick too.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, Dilly? We've lost visual.
Have we lost visual?
No, we're back now. And with the 4th overall pick, Patriots select Will Campbell, LSU. Yep,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
there he
This
is. Big
is,
dog.
we-
Big
we are
dog about to do a
predicting-
lot of protection.
Yo.
Whoa, man. Damn.
His
We
little
got
brother gonna play O-line too.
Christian Campbell in baseball. We got Will
Hey.
Campbell in the NFL.
It's
Hey,
it's
well,
it's a
have you seen
Campbell
his
off
little brother
in
in the
Boston
blue
right
suit?
now.
Yeah.
Now,
Listen, that family's gonna. There's gonna be a lot of tackles coming out of that family. That little brother is looking like he's gonna play OT too.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
that little brother's actually like 13.
so
I'm not
Crazy.
joking.
So what I will explain to people who don't already know. So I myself am a Colts fan. Peter, top right of the picture, is an Arizona Cardinals fan. Miles, bottom left,
Yep.
as you
Yeah,
can
okay.
easily see, Boston. And bottom right, Will, he's a fan of the champs, the Philadelphia
The
Eagles.
current Super Bowl champs.
Go Birds.
Exactly. So, yeah, Cardinals tough. Yeah, Peter's a glutton for punishment. He's even seen his team get their butts handed to them on British soil as well. I was sat next to him that day as well.
Yeah.
That was
yeah,
quite a few years
but
ago
I'm
now.
hanging in there. I'm hanging in there. But
Don't worry, you're not
got
alone in
Bob.
you're not alone in seeing your team lose on British soil. Because
lied.
I lost
have,
I saw my team lose to Blake Bortles and the Jags, and that just says everything.
I've got his brother's right here. His brother's graduating high school now. 6'2", 235. He's coming out as a tight end / athlete.
He's gonna play
and
tackle.
I mean, he's
He's
going
going
to
to
play
play-
tackle. He's
I
still
think
growing.
he's
so-
going to play at Nichols College.
But you said 6'2". He's not tall enough to play tackle.
Yeah, but
He's
he's how old?
6'2",
No.
235.
He's only 13.
No,
No,
you said
he's
he's
growing.
18.
He's 18. He's graduating high school.
Oh, he's 18.
Yeah.
Also, he's he'll
No.
Born in
it's fine,
2007.
It's fine. He doesn't have to play tackle. He can play guard. He gets a 300
I think
pounds. He can play
you're
guard.
drastically
He's a left
underestimating.
tackle.
He may look big, but his brother is actually massive as a human being. 235 at
Your
6'2"
brother's
is a pretty
tackle,
solid tight
He's gonna
end.
play guard. All line is in the family.
Mine's in the family. Someone got more. Someone got
Nah, let's put in
more
the pounds.
steak at dinner.
He's gonna get you to play guard.
They put a little
Well,
bit more.
They gotta
Miracle-Gro on
choose a
it.
taller. They gotta choose a taller reporter to
Steaks.
interview these guys.
Yeah, well, she's
Oh, he's gonna
she's
cry.
probably
No.
He's gonna
Don't
cry.
cry, man. You made it. Don't cry. Don't cry, bro. Come on.
This is like in such
Hold the tears
contrast to
back,
Joe
man.
Alt from last year, who was literally like Michael Myers. Joe Alt just stood there and was like, "Yeah, I'm ready to go to work." He didn't even like hug his family. He just stood up and started walking.
He's like,
He was ready.
I was born for
He was
this.
ready.
His parents were like, "Yeah, I mean, he's good to
Hey.
go."
And he was like
Hell
a rookie.
yeah,
He was one of the
bro.
best tackles in NFL.
That's
I
Yeah,
ain't gonna lie.
Joe Alt was
exactly
like-
what I wanted to hear. I'm gonna fight and die to protect that man. Hell yeah, that's my dog right there.
He's like this. He's already got him chest pumping, thumping.
Yep. Hey. I'm actually excited for your quarterback. He showed a lot in the times I got to play. So I think when you protect him, he's gonna pan out. I actually think he's gonna be solid. Drake May actually impressed me last year.
Is that the
All right.
No.
I think if the Giants come back, they're
So
coming back for Jackson
Cleveland's
Dart.
pick is in.
Yeah, they're gonna come in for Carolina, I think. They're gonna have to jump New Orleans if they want Jackson Dart, I think, essentially in my eyes. Because New Orleans has been pretty open that they don't want Shador Sanders.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they'll take Dart at 9.
I'll be really fun.
I think they like Dart. I think they want to go quarterback with their pick because they don't really trust that Carr is going to be any sort of longevity for them. So
He doesn't have it. He gets injured most seasons now as well, which is unfortunate for him.
I have no idea who the Browns are picking here.
This is where it starts to
no, I think after 10 it starts to drop off pretty significantly.
But we know that there's a drop off in the quarterback.
Yes.
Position,
Well, I think the drop off
particularly.
in the quarterbacks pretty much are in it. Okay.
Mason Graham, defensive tackle.
Michigan. I mean,
High floor.
he's a beast.
Yeah.
He is high floor. I don't see a high ceiling guy though. But he's gonna be a solid player. Solid player.
He'll be an instant impact on their line for sure.
Yeah. But I don't think he's gonna be an all pro though. I don't see that when I watch him.
And so Brown's depth
I
chart.
actually prefer Kenneth Grant to this guy.
So he's got a bit of wiggle. He might be if he's a wrestler.
Now he's a run stopper.
Yeah.
No, but actually, the thing is, when you watch the tape, Kenneth Grant was one of the reasons why he was so good. Because Kenneth Grant commanded double teams, and he was just able to.
So you got on that
but
defensive
I wonder if
line.
he can transition to be an edge player, though.
Well, you've got Myles Garrett on one side. You've got Malik Collins inside.
I think he's going to play up the middle, but he's small if he's playing up the middle of the NFL.
I think they want him to
That's
rush
what I'm
from the
thinking.
inside.
Could he play at end?
But he's not. He's
that.
not a quarterback guy. He's a running back, run stuffer. Like that's what he
Yeah.
does. Like
I think he's quicker than he is strong. So I think that's going to help him.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're really doubling down on that defensive line. If they've got Garrett on the outside, that's going to free him up a little bit as well. So,
hey, the funny thing is, when it comes to Myles, at this point, he's one of those guys where it doesn't matter because Myles Garrett defeats triple teams anyway. I've seen him do it.
All right, Vegas, Jets, Panthers.
Genty to Vegas. Genty to Vegas.
One thing I will say is I think it's Travion Henderson. A lot of people are saying Omarion Hamilton is the second best back, but Travion from Ohio State.
I mean,
he
unless
is
Vegas
looking like
wants to
the
go
complete
tackle, they
package.
could take the
Yeah, you look at their
Kelvin
depth chart.
Banks.
That depth chart at running back, and that's severely lacking. So
And then there's one other dude from Missouri. Forget what his name
Yeah.
is, but those are the 3 tackles. And then after that, there's a big drop in terms of ability.
if you look at their
Oh yeah, the Missouri tackle, Ahmad Mabel.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Like the Raiders are just, aside from Brock Bowers and actually that's not what I'm going to say yet. Brock Bowers. Who else on
Yeah,
that?
but they could
offensive...
get a generational running back.
Yeah,
right
no,
now.
I said aside from Brock Bowers, who else on that offensive pieces do you actually rate?
Mm.
Because you look at the other players, Jacoby Meyers.
Jacoby Myers isn't bad.
It's
he's
not bad,
serviceable.
but
he's just not a 1. He's
exactly.
a 2 or a 3 on should be on most teams.
The Jags versus Browns Poverty Bowl. Well, this is what happens when teams pick early. You tend to be with a team that is not very good.
I think that's what Shedeur is hoping on. The later you go, the better situation you're in.
Carolina's
Unless you make it out,
unless you make it
out in the first round.
Pick is in for the Raiders.
Well,
pick is
then
in.
you get dumped on.
Hey! Remember what we talked about in that chat earlier? That it could be strategic by Shedeur and Dion.
100%.
By
I think because they haven't come out,
so they can go to a better organization.
Yeah, I think it's not about the money for him. It's more about I think he wants a legacy, and he knows they understand that.
All right,
The
let's see
anonymous
who this
quote was
new
on
Raider is going
Sanders'
to be.
burner account. Yeah.
Yep, there we go.
They needed a running
Told you,
back. They got a running back.
generational running back right there.
Yep, he is
Well, 5'8", damn.
explosive.
He's the same height as me.
No, but
He's
He's
just a,
he's
he's just a tad bit faster than you are.
But he's 2'11".
Because if you were that fast, you wouldn't be chatting with us right now.
Where are you in relation to
That's not
211? 220 is 100.
I was 205, but now I'm currently like 197.
Like I'm
Okay.
I'm 225 at 5'10", and I can't move remotely as fast as he can.
And
he's probably a
fucking
similar
rocked
build
up.
as I am.
And he's rocked up. So that's like
But like the thing is, he
5'8"
doesn't
and
look
weighing
like
200.
he doesn't look like he's hard to tackle, but nobody could tackle him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to
Center
quickly learn
gravity,
the
man.
NFL is not college, and he will not be breaking off 70-yard runs while
Short running
running
backs
through
are coming
dudes.
back. Short running backs are coming back. Low center
Sure.
of gravity.
But also, running backs are becoming shorter and shorter options on teams long
Yeah.
term. You know.
Yeah, they don't. You tend to maybe get one contract if you're lucky.
I generally
Well, I
thought-
think you get the most value out of them in that rookie deal, and then after that, unless they're like next level good, like a Saquon Barkley, like they're not getting a crazy deal.
bro,
Like you can think about Josh Jacobs, like he didn't get crazy money, but he's still very serviceable. Yeah,
I
through those early
generally
years.
thought he was like 5'10". I'm actually shocked. He's 5'8" and a half.
Yeah, but the thing is, you gotta understand, like, for him to be drafted this high, it means that on tape he showed special ability, and he has special ability.
Is Tom Brady in the room? No Tom Brady? No Tom Brady. Is that him? That might be him over there next to
Yeah.
Mark Davis.
What?
No, it's not. No, it's not.
No,
Tom Brady.
I don't think
He
he's
should
there.
be in the room.
Just look for the weird haircut. It does look like him, but no, it's not.
It's not him.
No, it's not him.
He wouldn't be wearing
Nah,
a hat like that.
Brady's got bigger and better things to do right now.
Birmingham City.
Sure. Buying a hockey team.
Oh, now we've got now the scaling seems to be all right.
He's gonna be like insider trading. Smiles at the camera. Roger Goodell's like, fine.
Seems like a pretty nice guy.
Yeah, no, he's a hard worker.
Unless you try to tackle him, then it's probably not as nice. I feel like he's the type of guy. Like if I feel like if you hit him really hard, I feel like if you tackle him really hard, I feel like he's gonna be like, "Good hit, man, good hit," type of guy.
Oh, it's what Andrew Luck used to do.
Yeah.
It kind of like
that's how I am when I play. When I play rugby, that's how I am. When I chat so much with people.
I'm trying to remember like all the rugby matches I saw at uni because I used to watch the rugby team at uni all the time, and some of those matches were like proper scraps.
Well, I mean, there are times I'm not as friendly, but for the most part, like when it's a rainy day and we're going into scrum after scrum, like I play hooker a lot, so like I usually chat with the other front row, ask them if they're getting tired yet. Because you can start seeing it in the big boys, they start fading.
Will, did you play rugby a bit? At all? Oh, Jets pick is in, by the way. So they are picking at this.
I think it's the tackle, Kelvin Banks, or the tackle from Missouri.
But wait. What's the most Jets pick for this right now? What is the most Jets pick?
Most Jets pick right now would be to take a tight end.
Yeah.
That's how the Jets would jet it.
Yeah.
Or if they took like if they took like Tyler Warren here or something.
It's just trying to trigger me already. It's like it's just.
No, I think Tyler Warren falls to like I think he can fall to the Colts.
Like if you look at I think Dallas could pick him up.
Maybe that thing goes at 7.
I think Dallas is taking a wide receiver.
10. Nah, Dallas wants a wide receiver.
I think they're taking McMillan. I think they're taking the Arizona kid.
So I was just looking at. I was looking at teams that needed a tight end, right? And what? Chicago, Dallas, Indy. Those are the teams.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Technically, New Orleans need one as well.
Chicago, no, because
they've got Cole Kmet. I like.
Yeah, they got Cole Kmet, and he's a solid tight end. He's not a bad tight end. I mean, he performs. He's productive.
This is me assuming that he's still there because my brain's been shut off for a feud.
The Giants just picked up Kayvon Thibodeau's 5th-year contract.
Also, he's not going to Philly in a trade. Okay.
Nope, they picked him up.
So they're not trading him; they're keeping him.
Yeah, now that they have Abdul Carter, they're making that line very dangerous.
Because there was speculation that they could trade him because they've got Carter. But I guess more
Kayvon was going to go to my Eagles. We were meant to take a shot.
Will, you don't need everybody.
How he was going to take a swing at Kayvon, but
in
you swung, but you struck out.
He swung, but I don't think, it was behind closed doors.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Well, like, you got to understand something here. You guys got to allow the rest of us to eat some too. You can't be taking everybody. Like, come on, your team is set. To be honest, you guys could just sit out the draft, forfeit the picks because you don't need anybody.
The Giants win Super Bowls by having insane defensive lines. Yes, because OC was on that defensive line. But way back when.
2007 or 2008, I think.
Welcome in Harry Acorns. All right, who do you think this Jets pick's going to be?
That defensive line for the Giants was set, though.
I think they're taking a tackle.
Aman Membu.
All right. They are going to finally tell us.
Is the correct plan? Is the right plan to build a team?
Okay, I can't wait for them to jet this up, or they're not going to jet this up. Come on.
Yeah.
Tackle.
They made the right decision.
Yeah.
Correct call. I'm happy for them. Ahmad Membo goes in there, helps us solidify the line.
They
help
didn't
Justin
do
Fields, be able to be more productive.
they didn't do stupidity. I can't believe it.
I mean, right tackle,
Nah.
left.
He's a right tackle, but he can play left. But he's a right tackle. He played right tackle.
And he's a pass pro. He's a balanced pass pro.
But he's a beast. Like,
yeah, he looks good.
Yeah, he is. He is good. Put a shot at the combine as well. Strong, very strong.
Well, they're doing that
Yep.
off tackle RPO play, man. They need a run blocker down there, if you know what I mean. For Justin, yeah, they need a guy that can actually block on the right side.
He's the
run
right
block.
play for Justin, man.
Yeah.
All right, so now we've got Carolina, New Orleans, Chicago Bears, and the San Francisco 49ers. Those are the next four picks coming up.
Panthers.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can't go wrong with a good, especially when you're bringing in, especially. Yeah,
Justin Denny can't even reach the camera. Putting on the hats, and it's literally just that.
And I think, particularly with how bad the Jets have been, having a good, solid defensive lineman, bringing in a new guy into that system, they're going to have to do something with him. They're going to have to keep him upright.
And by the way, I got an announcement to make. I'm officially about to say that the league should get ready because reports coming out from Arizona indicates that Ma put on some more muscle, so he's coming back a bit stronger.
Who has?
So all you DBs get ready.
Marvin Jr. Yeah.
You've got to be able to get
Yeah,
on the
I'm
ball.
about to take everybody's lunch money.
He's just getting ready for his trade to the Colts, as I always like to wait to.
He's pissed off right now. He pissed off because everybody was clowning him that he wasn't productive in his rookie season. Oh no, year 2 he's coming. He's about to take everybody's lunch money.
And that's how the circle of the Cardinals works.
He could have done better.
Andretti, the only thing saving Arizona will be Kurt Warner again.
No, really. Marv will say Arizona. In Marv, I trust.
He is a full truther. Even though, to be honest, we all believe in his talent, it's more of just that corporate word that we always hate. Synergy between the quarterback and the wide receiver wasn't there last year.
Oh, it's going to be there this year, but I think a lot of it was on Marv. Like, I think he realized that to play wide receiver in the National Football League, even if you're a quiet guy, you have to be mean on the field. As in, like, when the ball's coming your way, you got to be very aggressive to it. You got to tell that DB, this is my ball. Like, you literally go be aggressive. Otherwise, you can't do it. You can't be quiet, but you got to be aggressive.
All right. Any thoughts on this Carolina? Who you think is who?
Carolina. I like them to take
Jalen Walker
defense.
or Jade Barron?
Yeah, I was gonna say defense. I think is their need right now. So we'll see.
It is. But let me throw a wild card here. Should they not take Ted McMillan to help their quarterback out? Because that offense do still need a wide receiver, one which you don't have.
Yeah, I
on
guess,
the
but their
perimeter.
defense just got gashed so much last year. Like they need a really sound linebacker and or like middle of the field player. I guess if there's a really good safety in this draft, I'd lean like I'd say they could go for a safety, but I think a linebacker is what they need the most. And the kid from Georgia is probably the
Well,
best
they
linebacker
could
in the
take Jihad
draft.
Campbell
Campbell's good, but I like Walker
on the
better. I think
outside.
Walker is just a little bit like faster, and I think he can be used in more packages than Campbell, who I think is more of a kind of run stuffer and plays up towards the line type of linebacker. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I just think what's his name? Walker can play better in coverage.
Just looking at.
I mean, Walker be phenomenal in Arizona. I mean, I don't know what he's gonna do in Carolina. I mean, it's not a great state.
I think Campbell would be better in Arizona.
There's one thing who's
I also
in
think that's
Carolina's
because he
favour,
falls
that's
to
about it.
Arizona.
Anyone can win the NFC South. Yes, anybody can win the NFC South. At the moment, what favourites are Baker and the Bucks.
Yeah, but I mean, they retained it last year, didn't they?
Yeah, they're the favourites to like retain it because they've got a competent offense. It's whether those players can stay healthy on their offense as well. But yeah, it's quite an open division.
I also the Panthers can't take a wide receiver. They just took Leggett last year. Like I feel like that's a bad look to take two wide receivers, especially
Yeah, I
when one
think
kind
they're
of busted
taking
out last
Walker.
year.
All right, here we go. Panthers selection.
Oh, damn!
Wow. Okay, so they did take a wide receiver.
My wild card. Yeah, I said they could take Tet.
I mean, this guy's like intriguing. Like he's got
No, but I actually like this pick. I love it for them.
Kind of reminds me of like a Mike Evans.
Yes, he's very Mike Evans-esque.
That's kind of like the play style, like possession receiver, big body. He's got really good speed. I think he's a 4.4 guy at that at 6'4".
So they're calling him
they compare him to Drake London.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's better than Drake.
But I get the pick though. Like, you know,
yeah, he moves more closer to Mike Evans in the way that
he's definitely more Mike Evans comp in my opinion.
And he's a 4'4", 6'4" as well. So he's like he can get over the top at that height. The only thing
they
is
didn't want to highlight his touchdown catch over Travis Hunter, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't do that, man. Like, you know.
He's gonna have to start because I heard he doesn't like watching film unless it's in the actual facility. But he needs to start.
Okay, that was kind of corny.
Why receive? Listen,
I mean, Dilly, he was yelling at his team, you know.
Well, he's being honest, man, because you gotta understand. Do you realize that a lot of wide receivers don't watch film unless they're in a facility?
Yeah.
A lot of them don't. They just don't say. A lot of wide receivers don't watch film.
I mean, yeah, you do have to understand, like, with wide receivers, like, they run a route. Their route is what they're supposed to run. It's up to the team and the quarterback to option out of the route and, like, be like, all right, this coverage is not going to allow this to get open. You need to run a curl rather than a seam, you know, like so on and so forth. They just do what they're told.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm not saying they can't improvise, but for the most part, like, if you don't run the route, you're hurting your team more than you are if you do run the route.
Actually, we saw that covered. We saw that last year with Adonai, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bring it to the Colts. When he kind of like pulled out of his routes at times, and it left the quarterback high and dry at times. You've just got to run what they've prescribed you to run. If it doesn't work, then it's not on you.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, with wide receivers, especially rookie wide receivers and young wide receivers, one of the things that they tend to struggle with is how to change their routes based on the coverage, because you know the veteran guys like the Jeffersons and the CD Lambs, they're now like 3, 4, 5 years into their NFL careers. Now they know if I get coverage, like, I'm gonna run this route, and the quarterback will get the ball to me. So those are like the little nuances that they've got to learn.
There's a difference between running it with a difference of maybe half a yard here or half a yard there, right? Because you're learning how the defender moves.
Yeah.
But when you're like 2-3 yards off, that's a big difference.
Oh yeah, that is a big difference. But it all comes down to kind of like
That experience that you gain right over the time.
Yeah.
All right. I think the Saints take Jackson Dart.
At 9? That's a little bit too high for me.
I think they want him. I think they're. I mean, if they don't take him, like I think they go defense and they take him.
Who would take him?
I think the Giants could trade back in.
Is Harry Acorns a Cowboys fan? Come on, no. Oh, you hate them, but watch the Cowboys be good. No, the Cowboys are going to be the boys, and they're going to be just meh.
Hey, who that? Damn.
Oh, but
I don't have any trust in them boys.
Right, please let me drop. I love it.
Do you think Shedeur Sanders' brother's there with him?
Who
probably
Shiloh.
They're having their own parties.
Probably.
Yeah, Shiloh's there.
Probably.
Yeah, no. Shiloh's not going to the third round or something.
Well, he's going to be what?
Fifth round?
What, day 3 pick?
He could be a potential day 2 if someone takes him in the third, but I think that would be the earliest he goes is the third round.
They might rally off all the hate they've been getting.
So if they don't take quarterback here, I have them.
Who do you? Well, okay. Aside from quarterback, okay, what position?
Michael Williams from Georgia, the defensive end.
They might rally off all the hate they be getting. Rally around Jerry.
We got some comedy in chat right now.
Jerry Jones thing to do.
I do think McMillan going to the Panthers means that Taiwan will not fall.
Okay. The he's at the rostrum. Let's see.
Oof. This is it.
Okay,
tackle.
Oh, they went tackle. That was also another possibility that I had. That they could go offensive tackle.
Okay, so Chicago.
Who are you taking?
At
10?
So what's this about Carl? Like, he's still got something there.
I think Colston Loveland is who they go at 10, unless they want to.
I think the Saints will get a call back in round 2. They might take a call back in the second round pick. But I'm not surprised that they went with a tackle though, because this draft the tackles will go early because there's supply and demand and there's not a lot.
There's good at the top, and then there's kind of like a massive drop off, right?
Yeah.
Well, there is a drop off, but at the same time, there are solid tackles that could go late in the first round. Like Josh Simmons could go in the first round late if a team is willing to kind of take a flyer on him, because I think he's probably healthy, the best one. But he's not. It's unknown what his health will be.
Healthy, that's why.
Well, is he effectively? Is he effectively the Latu of the offensive?
There's also the kid from Oregon, Cornley, right? Josh Cornley.
Yeah, Cornley, who's also very good.
He could be a first round pick, and then Missouri.
Yeah.
So like.
Yeah. So like for instance, Josh Simmons, when a lot of people watch his tape, like when I watch the tape compared to Will Campbell, based off tape alone, forget the injury factor. To me, he's the best left tackle in the draft. Now you always got to put in the other factors into it as well. So I think if Simmons did not get tore his ACL and he played,
the pick is in from Chicago.
State's, championship winning team, then Simmons could have gone to your Patriots at 4 as highly as that, but it's just the injuries is gonna drop him to late first round status, and it's a pretty big injury as well. So you
I'm
can't
getting
ignore
the
that
bubbles of
ACL.
nerves right now. Is it bad?
It's
team's
Colston
only-
Loveland here, I think. I don't think they take Ty Warren.
Like I
Because
said,
think about it this way: Ben Johnson's going to try to run the same offense he ran in
Detroit.
Yes, and if so, he wants a solid possession tight end that's big, kind of like Sam Laporta, and that's what Colston Loveland is for him.
But here's the thing: do you have to take that guy? They could also go
Yes.
Michael Williams.
No, I think they go tight end here.
I don't like this. Can you just announce the pick, please? Like,
No,
I
they
thought
need
they
to
were
Yeah,
do
just
this
some
this
other
is
pick.
great to do in between picks, but not during the pick.
yeah.
Anyone for a trip to?
Cut the London games. Cut the London games.
I no longer have a ticket to the London game, so
Are you going this year?
they so I used to have guaranteed tickets, and they basically sent an email saying, "Oh yeah, those season tickets that they were that you had, yeah, you don't have them anymore."
You needed to do this whole presentation to tell us that on May 14th the schedule's being released. Like, this is unnecessary.
I remember one of my boys, the one who you're going to know soon. He bought his flight to Green Bay just before, because he heard he had a leak. You know, he found a leak of like the Patriots going to play them at that time, and then as soon as it got announced, the
Surely
ticket price
offensive
went up
line
like
for the
3
Bears.
times.
Colston Loveland.
Not they're
Telling
going
you.
tight end.
Yeah, Colston Loveland. They're taking Loveland.
I
Please,
think you
please,
might be right.
please, just not the one that I want. This is the circle of Colts. And then the Colts will have him available, and then they don't pick him, and I'll be like, why?
Colston Loveland. I'm telling you, Dilly.
Come on. This is a tight end, or this is a tight end. This is what they think.
And
That's
the pick
some,
is Colston Loveland. Gotta be. Oh,
We are. So this is the 50th anniversary of him getting picked. Blimey.
The draft is in Green Bay, right?
Correct.
So if I'm a Packers fan, I don't know how I feel about you giving the Bears all these props before you announce the
yeah, but
selection.
Yeah.
they're
Never
honoring
mind.
someone,
This is-
so you
They're
can't. You
honoring somebody
literally
who's
can't boo.
died.
You know,
Yeah.
you look really
Somebody-
I'm
bad
not
if you
being.
boo.
No. I'm not gonna boo, but I'm just saying, like,
All right. Okay. Now they're booing.
There you go.
Yep, there it is.
Yes.
Had that.
Only pick helping the
Told
Colts
you,
is
dude.
Andrew Luck.
I'm telling you,
Willie
Colson
Nelson's trying
Loveland's
to make me
MVP said-
sad.
Just shout out Michigan 2 players in the top 10. Just saying.
Yep.
Did anyone see Andrew Luck throwing some footballs and
I
handing
saw him
some?
handing
I
off
did.
a football at Stanford.
Yeah,
As a
Yeah.
Stanford GM, yeah, I saw that.
He ain't coming back.
He's not.
Harry. No, we are not all Patriots fan. The only Patriots fan is the honorary baller. With the Boston
The only
flag in the background.
person who is American here and
Exactly, and resides on the continent of.
in the United and in New England. So like respectfully, not just a
Not one of those
bandwagon.
glory hunting fans. No,
no, not here.
nobody here is a glory hunting fan. We've
Alright, so
all gone
this is
through our
actually
problems.
interesting. I think the 49ers could go a number of ways here.
Okay.
They could go secondary and take either Will Johnson or Jody Barron,
Mm-hmm.
or they go
They should do that.
defensive line / linebacker
They
and
need
take
they need
Micah
defensive
Williams
player,
or
right?
Jalen Walker.
They need to.
They best not take Jalen Walker. They best not take Jalen Walker, man. I'm telling you.
Why?
Patriot fan for glory would have to be old. We're all in our 30s.
I think you guys are in a good spot because you can either get, if Walker falls there, you get him, but you can also get Jihad Campbell. I think he'll be there.
No, but I would like Walker because you said Walker has more of an
Yes,
explosive physical two-step.
Yes, and he's just a better all-around player. He can cover and he can also play up the middle. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, he's the best linebacker in the draft. It's not really like a shock. I had him as my 7th best player in the draft.
Exactly. So I would love if he falls to us at 16. That would be amazing. So the Niners, they need defensive line help. They need offensive line help. So go look after that. Don't take a linebacker. Come on now. Don't be spiteful.
I think
Oh,
they're
we're gonna
taking
kick your
Michael
ass
Williams.
Good.
I think it's gonna be Michael
Good for
Williams or one of the two corners. But
That
maybe they
house
take
looks
Jalen
absolutely
Walker.
massive.
I didn't expect Jalen Walker to be here.
Hey, it's setting up perfectly for us. I love Walker at 16. As long as Dallas, Miami, and Atlanta is the one that could mess my team up by taking him at 15, which I would hate.
I think
don't
we could get
Indy's going for him.
some real good reactions if the Colts take Jalen Walker.
I'll riot. I'll look up.
I think you both would.
I think Dilly,
If
Dilly
Ty
will riot
Warren's
and
there and they
end the
don't take
stream.
him.
Dilly will end the stream.
I'll
Yeah,
just
hear
press
the
end
end.
broadcast.
The Discord call will end.
Dilly got end the stream. They don't take Tyler Warren. He's available.
Oh.
Like, I'm not a GM, right? But if I was a GM for the Cardinals and we get to Indy's pick at 14 and Tyler Warren is there, Jalen Walker is there, I'll make a trade to 14 to make sure I get him ahead of Atlanta. But I'm not a GM, so.
We are waiting with a bated breath. San Francisco's pick is in, so obviously, naturally, with any American sport, we have to wait for adverts because they must be aired. So we were saying we think there's only potentially one more landing spot for Shedeur in the first round.
For who?
For
Ty Warren?
Shedeur.
Yeah.
No, for Shedeur.
Shedeur? Well, we
Only
think he
one
could
more
go to the
landing.
Steelers, yeah.
Yeah, and that's about it.
Honestly, it's. I mean, unless the Giants trade in, I think if the Giants are going to trade back in the first round, they're going to trade before the Steelers pick.
I'm intrigued as to who the 49ers go for. But you were thinking for Dallas, you were thinking they were going to go wide receiver, didn't you?
I thought they were gonna take McMillan. That's where I had him. But now
So now
that we
he's off
have
the-
this, I mean, they could still go wide receiver. If they go wide receiver, I think they take Matthew Golden from Texas.
Mm-hmm.
But if they want to go tight end, then
Then-
obviously it's going to be Ty Warren.
Yeah.
I just think that they are good on tight end with Ferguson, so I think they would rather go wide receiver.
You think Ferguson's good enough to pass
Yes.
up on him?
Yes, I do. Because I also think tight ends are things you can like get, unless there's a wide receiver. Like this guy is who I think could go.
No. Guys, I hear.
Shout out
hear
Ferrari.
Richard.
Shout out Ferrari. See Ferrari. I don't see any McLaren swag. Ferrari. Forza. Forza Ferrari.
Santa Clara.
No McLaren showing so far, so. I mean, honestly, his dad was probably like, you gotta wear red. He's like, okay, I'll wear my Ferrari hoodie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you look. They've lost like a lot of defensive players.
That's all.
Yeah, they're not
I
going
thought
to
they were
gonna
going to
announce
announce the
it.
pick.
Yeah.
I think that was pre-recorded.
Well, they
What if
live in
they
a
traded the
future.
pick? You're not allowed to trade the pick. Yeah.
Yada 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 yada.
The Brits don't care. Let's move on. All right, there.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
Yep,
Edge,
you're right.
I
Georgia.
said that.
You're right.
it's
There we
as
go.
if you boys have done your research.
Perth Bulldog.
Dilly, unfortunately, they only give us like 9 months to research this.
I know.
Dude, from when the NFL season ends to when the draft is ridiculous.
Yep, it's such a long time.
It feels like
even me,
forever.
and these days I'm advocate, and I feel like I'll actually even have the draft before free agency.
I'm not
He-
surprised they went defensive line over a linebacker. Now here's where I think Dilly.
This is where it's,
This is the one, Dilly. You either
This
get
is-
through here, or you don't.
Nah,
Andre, it feels
I
like
think the
forever.
Cowboys-
2.5 months feels like forever. Yeah, this is the one. This is the only. Like I said, Dallas could have been the problem, and I think Dallas will be the problem.
I think if they go,
they could go all line too.
like,
Dallas,
here's
yeah,
the
and
here's
wide
the thing.
receiver
Now
O-line.
now that I also would not be like shocked if they went Jalen Walker or a corner too. Like,
They ain't taking Jalen Walker, man. Come on, man.
dude, I'm
mean-
surprised. I'm surprised he's still there. I did not have him falling this far.
Nah, I'm glad he fell this far. It's a gift from for my Cardinals. It's a gift
Because
from
that's their
us, man.
baseball.
Miami could take him though if he's there.
Miami better not. They need an offensive lineman. Did they want?
Yeah, I
did
mean,
they want Tua to be on a stretcher?
Tua's going to put himself on a stretcher regardless if they have offensive linemen. Dude dives head first on like the 10-yard line. Like, what
Okay,
are we?
they look like they're.
Like, come on.
Uh,
Yeah, they're clapping like they just drafted a tight end from Penn State.
no,
Nah, I don't think so. Don't give Billy a heart attack, man.
I want
You know
us
what?
to not
I
have a terrible tight end room for the first time.
I'm
in
saying Ty
how long?
Warren.
I think it
I'm
is
locking
him.
in. Dilly, unfortunately, I'm locking in
I-
against you. I'm saying Ty Warren.
I think it is him.
I would say it's an O line. I think it's an O line.
Big offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Told you.
Oh, wow.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
The first wild card. Huge wild card.
Oh, when he
Dude,
said when he said Tyler,
Yeah, how was it?
my heart sunk.
No, but I understand it because when you think about the Cowboys, right, their offensive line needs to be rebuilt a little bit as well. So I get why they got it because those three guys are all gone now. Travis Frederick, Zach Martin, Tyron Smith. Their era is gone. So they need to rebuild the line back up again. But
Yeah,
they could
'cause
have
they couldn't
traded
do
back
anything
and
last
still got
year.
Tyler Booker. They could have traded back and got
But-
he's exciting, boy. Like,
But you've
Yeah,
got.
I don't think he
I did
expects
not
no
have
ball.
him. I did not have him on my bingo card tonight. I had no guards going in the first round.
So that's
He's my top. Like he's my second rated guard. My top rated guard is Zabel.
Ohio State. Who?
Tyler Zabel from North Dakota State. Straight up to
Oh,
the
I-
Senior Bowl, whoop everybody's ass.
I had Donovan Jackson from Ohio State as the top guard.
I like him, but I like Zabel a little bit better because Zabel's a better mover, better athleticism.
Will just can't help to be amused. He's
But
I can see the
Zabel's
inner
like
smile.
almost like he could be a tackle. He's huge, dude. He's like,
Yeah, no, he
you know,
is.
like-
I think
here's the thing, though.
position of the league has to be a big guy.
See,
It's fair.
for me,
320,
when I
six-
evaluate an offensive lineman, I like my guards to like have tackle bodies so that when you kick them inside, they're like an immovable force. Like, because on the inside they're shooting a little bit so you can't move them.
All right, Miami, and then Indy.
I'm taking
So Miami, go get yourself a tackle, please. Don't take any linebacker, please.
I think
I'll
they're
get
gonna take
cornerback
I think they're
Miami.
going defensive line.
Yeah,
Derek
They take
Harmon.
Oregon kid, Derek Harmon.
Yeah, Derek
They take
Harmon,
Oregon-
yeah.
the
Oregon
man
kid.
them need to protect the quarterback.
Nah, dude, I'm telling you, it literally doesn't matter who's defending him. He's gonna get himself hurt regardless.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is the case.
All right, pretty good.
Yeah, Miami just needs something to keep.
Dallas always draft a quarterback late.
Tyler
Oh
Smith,
yeah, they
Tyler
took Tyler
Guyton,
Guyton
Tyler
last
Bookett.
year as
Yeah.
their left tackle. So yeah, so they've been trying to rebuild the offensive line.
Yeah, this guy's a beast though.
He is a
Ooh,
beast. He's a beast. He's a mauler. Not gonna lie, he's a beast.
Creating some
I didn't
holes.
see him going this early though. That's a complete,
damn. Pancake right there.
Did he mainly play left guard?
Is that Jalen Milrow? He's
Yeah.
talking?
Yeah. He made a play left guard. So he's gonna come in slot next to Tyler Guyton, and get the left hand side going for the Dallas Cowboys.
I did name my team after one of my fantasy teams after Miami. in the last couple of years. It was called the Miami Concussions.
But I get why they chose Tyler Booker, because in your division, they know when they play your Eagles, they got a heck of a defensive line to battle with. So you need to get somebody that's strong that can anchor. Because hey, Carter comes all day.
Yeah, I think our division's turning into a rugby scrum, mate.
Yeah,
I mean,
aren't they?
right now,
Aren't they
the
trying
NFC
to? Aren't they trying to
NFC
outlaw
East-
that?
Trench warfare. Yeah, they are. Yeah, I think that's misleading, to be honest, but it doesn't matter. We'll run the same play. We'll just tweak a few things here and there. We'll just change it, but it's effectively it's going to be
The
the same
Colts need a
thing.
quarterback who won't fumble like Britain fumbled.
I want to know where Jalen Milroe is going to get drafted. I'm curious.
Okay, Miami's pick is in. We're gonna get that after the.
They best not take Jalen Walker, otherwise I'll riot. They don't need him.
Do they not need him because you want him?
Exactly so. Exactly so.
This is the circle of Cardinals that we have with Peter.
Who's Will's team again?
Philadelphia. His is the only team that's good out of
Malachi
all of
sucks,
us.
man. Well, that isn't going to happen, but
I have the Eagles taking the kid from Boston College.
Wait, what time do you need to be awake for work in the morning?
bottom.
And are you working tomorrow morning? Like,
Oh no, I'm on holiday already, so I'm
all
good.
right. So
If I was, I'd literally be here like wide-eyed. I've got to be up in three. I've got to talk to other human beings in 3 hours. Having not slept in 2 days.
Miami's pick is in. I'm just intrigued, and I'm really intrigued because my boys are on the clock.
Yeah, you're good. They're not taking a tight end.
If they don't take a tight, see, I don't ever believe what comes out of Chris Ballard's mouth when it comes to him talking in the press, because he's the man of misdirection.
Ballard.
Yes, we said holiday. Dreddy, that's our terminology. This is a British stream, but this is not an American stream.
Yeah, but holidays are like a specific event.
Yeah, getting off this island.
Yeah, we fucking just got rid of you guys being in charge of us.
They do seem to be quite relaxed in the Sanders household, right?
What? But they gotta be relaxed. What else can they do?
Because there's nothing you can.
I mean, I know the cameras are on, but I could tell you that they're stressed right now. They look
Yeah,
relaxed,
the Dolphins aren't taking tight hand. We know this. It's more of just I'm intrigued as to who the Dolphins take. Peter is going to lose his mind if they take a specific.
I think it would be
somebody,
really good if the Colts didn't take a tight end.
just to see my reaction, right?
Yeah.
Listen, Miami, take a tackle or defensive lineman.
Kenneth Grant,
Oh,
defensive
another
tackle.
Michigan boy, 3 in the top 13.
Oh,
Those Wolverines are clean.
You wanted him,
baby.
damn.
You wanted him, didn't you?
Hey, it's all right. It's all right. He was my wild card for 16, though. I wanted that guy.
Yeah, but I thought you can't have them both. You can't have your cake and eat it.
Yeah, I could. I mean, we could just take, Jello Walker, get a grant, because we are allowed special provision to pick 2 players with 1 pick. Okay, only Cardinals are allowed to do that because we special. But
Yeah,
hey,
Harry.
great pick for the Dolphins, though. I guess why they made that pick because I think they missed having that Christian Watkins presence on their D line because after he moved to Las Vegas in free agency, they didn't have that big presence in the defensive tackle. But great choice for them. Very good player. One of the best in the draft.
Yep. Him and
Okay, so
Mason
the Colts
Graham
haven't
were
made the selection
an
yet.
unbelievable team.
Yeah.
Bro, he's explosive, man. Damn.
He is explosive. Well, you know about Kenneth Grant?
Bro,
He's 6'4",
300 plus
330
pounds.
pounds.
Yo.
Yeah.
He's just
I see
pushing
why
the
you're
guy
upset.
like, oh my god.
You just ran
Ah.
through
He's
him.
violent as well, heavy-handed.
As much as I want Jalen Walker, this guy, I would have taken this guy over Jalen.
Yeah, heavy hands.
All right,
All right,
Colts
Dilly,
pick is in.
congratulations. You guys got Ty
There you go,
Warren.
Dilly.
You got Tyler Warren. The pick is
Come
in.
on.
Cool.
Come on. I can't wait for us to pick a cornerback.
You buying the jersey?
No, because every time I buy a jersey of a Colts player, they leave.
Oh
Wow.
no.
That's just your franchise.
Nittany Lion.
Or they leave or retire. Because the last jersey I bought was
now-
Andrew Luck.
Atlanta Falcons, right? You need a pass rusher. So please go get Mike Green and leave Jalen Walker alone. I beg you.
All
Raheem
right.
Morris, don't mess up my night, please.
Like the no-brainer pick here is Tyler
It's
Warren.
Will
Tyler
Johnson.
Warren.
I agree. Anyone but Ty Warren, I think, is a W in this spot.
Oh my god. He's walking out. He's walking out. Come on. We have a need. Pick him.
Tyler Warren.
There you go.
Hey, there you go, Dilly. Congratulations. You got your
Believe.
wish.
Dilly. Gronk light. That's sad, actually. He's like almost the same size as Gronk, but they call him Gronk light. I would have said he's almost more like a Travis Kelce build, you know, like.
He's taller. Oof.
Dude.
Yeah, that's
Just-
helmet to helmet, but it's okay. Oh,
Yeah,
Damn.
that's not
Oh,
it.
yes.
That's not it.
So he's
Can't
6'5".
wait for our quarterbacks
moves
to
like
miss him.
he's 6'1".
Did you hear what I said, right? Can't wait for our
Quarterbacks,
quarterbacks to miss him.
the key was
Now,
quarterbacks.
but they can't miss him. With the way he was catching them passes went on target, but he was still snagging them.
Yeah, when I say miss him, I'm saying throw to the opponent. But okay, yeah. I'm a cynic now. and Marcus literally
Wait,
sent
hold
me a
on.
message saying you got
Hey.
your wish.
Hey, Dilly, I swear you guys have a QB competition this offseason.
Yeah, we do have one. And I think at the moment Danny Dimes is winning it.
Wait, it's Daniel Jones versus Trent Richardson.
Danny Dimes RB2
Anthony Richardson.
or Anthony Richardson RB2. Did Tyler Warren play Little League?
Talk about a growth spurt. Bloody hell. Well, back then he's already taller than everyone anyway.
Oh, I'm so happy.
So now they're using Madden stats.
All right, so Peter and Will. So Marcus is literally saying, "Come on, give each other the Steelers. Come on." That's what he's asking for.
Listen, he's a big fan of Shedeur. According to him, Shedeur is the best QB in this draft. I'm not even going to argue with him because according to him,
I know you two have your
he's a
fun.
big Shedeur fan. He's a big Shedeur fan.
it's the one thing is that could be a good place for him to, because they're winning. They don't lose, right? They're not a losing style franchise.
To me, it is the best spot for Shedeur, to be honest. Because I think he can actually QB the team. Like he's a perfect mid first round quarterback, you know, for that team because they have the defense, they have weapons, and Shedeur can just play within the structure of the offense. I mean, to be honest, the Steelers actually wanted Justin Fields back, but I think Fields just
All right.
wanted a fresh
Are
start.
the Falcons going to break your heart right now?
I hope they don't. I hope they don't, because I hope they don't. But you never know.
I'm nearly out of snacks.
I hope they don't. But Raheem Morris can be a bit of like, a party pooper.
It's so they haven't made the pick yet, and they've got what, 3 minutes left.
Yeah.
But we haven't had anything like, no real massive shocks.
I would say what's his name is a massive shock. The Booker to the Cowboys at 12. I mean, he was expected to go late first, early second, but not at 12 though.
Oh, I didn't know Rondell Moore was a free agent.
Yeah, he was.
And Gray is in the
He's
building.
with the Minnesota Vikings. Oh, he signed there.
Yeah.
Gray is in the building. In the chat. Welcome in.
Pick's still not in.
The pick's still not in, so Peter's
What are they waiting for?
he's entering squeaky bum time, as we like to call it.
They're weighing out Jalen Walker versus James Pierce.
Take James Pierce. Take James Pierce. That's who you need. He's made for Atlanta. Raheem, you're a good guy. Help the guy out. He's got off-field issues. You can mold him. Take James Pierce. Jalen doesn't even want to go to Atlanta. Okay, he doesn't want to go to Atlanta. All right.
All right, has the pick finally come in? It's still not in. Sheesh. They're cutting this fine.
Do you know what? Okay, so do you know what I think? Do you think when it's getting close like this, that means that the player they originally wanted is off the board?
Yes. Now they're looking at their 2 and 3.
They have not got who they want. Or they have...
Yeah, I think who they wanted is off the board.
Or
and do you know what?
They didn't think somebody was going to be available.
Do you think the player they wanted was Michael Williams, probably? That went at 11?
No, I think Michael Williams is gonna. I think they're shocked that Walker's there, and they're trying to figure out why.
Yeah,
Jalen Walker's still on the board.
Why? Are you figuring out why he's still on the board? Like,
why is he dropping so much? Is the questions they're asking. I mean, he was came in as the 5th best player in the entire draft in most rankings.
The best not take him, because boy, anyway, it doesn't matter. They could take him.
Oh,
if your guy is not there, why take my guy?
Yeah, but they've taken offense.
Yeah, they don't need to take offense
again.
No. They've taken
defense.
They're taking defense. We know this.
I think they're taking Jalen Walker.
They're about to break my heart.
I
Damn.
think
It's either
what
Jalen
ha-
Walker or James Pierce, I think.
Yeah, as I've been like communicating with some other people from Boston, there's no major surprises so far, aside from probably the drop of Walker, right? All right, we have this.
I don't know why you congratulate. We all know your guy was taken. That's why I don't even know why you guys even go hug each other. You're taking the guy you didn't want.
Or
But
you
you all
didn't
hug
think
each
was
other
there.
to play up to the cameras.
We know this.
Yeah, the GM looks kind of he looks pissed.
I guarantee you the guy they wanted wasn't there. That's why it took so long for them to put the pick in.
Yeah, but I feel like if you're drafting at 15, like you should know the guy you probably want's not there.
So, just a note for Marcus. Peter wants who the Falcons are about to select.
They're about to break my heart.
Told you.
I told you.
Yeah.
I told you.
Told you it's
I
coming,
knew
dude.
this would happen. Like I said, that's who he wanted.
Anyway, let him go. It's fine.
He's taking the next best player available, really.
Look,
so
Yeah, it's a no-brainer,
Look,
right?
I
For
mean-
the
them.
guy's gone, then that's what it's gonna be.
I mean, I didn't think he was gonna be that 15 anyway, because we all thought he was going at 8 to the Panthers, and it didn't happen. So I didn't think he was gonna be there. So hey, let him go to the Falcons. Hope he has a good career. But if he flops, Arizona will get him in free agency.
the circle of
Bro's already thinking 5 years down the road.
Yeah, this is the circle of the garden. This is the circle of Peter. Everything revolves around coming back to the Cardinals.
Hey, right now we got a lot of options for the Cardinals, so I don't know who we're going to take at 16. But hey, I would trade down at this point. I wouldn't mind trading down at this point to get.
I can see you
picks.
taking. I can see you taking potentially Derek Harlan from Oregon,
I don't want that. I'm not a big fan of that.
or you're going Jihad Campbell from Alabama.
What about Waterloo? Then I heard he's quite good.
What, the Ole Miss kid?
Yeah.
I think he needs guys who are more like rushing for the quarterback, pass rushers. These are your fans, by the way.
So the Cardinals are 4 minutes into it's 10 minutes per pick, isn't it? Was it more than that?
Yeah, I mean, I think we might be trading down here. I'd love a trade down right here.
They look like they're taking somebody.
Yeah, I think they're taking somebody. I don't know who they're taking though.
I'm trying
this year,
to.
Carlos fans, we had no idea who we taking. Last year, we all knew it was gonna be Marv. Otherwise, we would have rioted.
I was so wanting it not to be last year just for the memes, just to see your face, but unfortunately that didn't come to fruition.
Not just my face, my whole fan base would have rioted. We would have thrown up pitchforks saying, "Why did you take Marv?"
Can you imagine they pick Golden? Can you imagine they pick Golden?
Oh my goodness, that'd be crazy. And these people stop talking wide receiver. We don't need a wide receiver, okay? We got a pressing need.
But I think it's just they're trying to fill the
You need an
time.
edge rusher, mate.
They're trying to fill the time, right? They're trying to fill the time until
We signed Josh Sweat, okay?
4 minutes left.
What's this whole point of filling the time? Like, I think the pick
Because they haven't made the freaking pick. That's why.
They need some suspense.
Exactly.
Can we just like?
I'm surprised they even have an
goodness.
act playing in the background. They've got like musicians and everything in between picks.
Well, they've got to keep the humans.
I guess they've got to justify those tickets that they've sold.
Marcus isn't wrong. You have a lot of holes to fix, right, on that team, Peter. There are a lot of
Yeah.
holes. There are a lot of holes in that team of yours to fix. It wasn't
Over
just
in
one or two
Arizona, yeah.
positions. No, I mean generally.
Give me the hose.
No, I'm asking you. I said there are more
Oh.
holes than based upon last season. How many of those have
Defensive
you?
line, yes.
Linebacker.
Linebacker, possibly.
Jihad Campbell,
Yeah, defensive line, linebacker.
Demetrius.
Are you happy with corner?
Guard. Yeah, I think my corner is fine because I think we've got a couple of young guys now. Give them another year for them to play. I don't think we need. I think if our defensive line pass rush can improve, the defense will be fine. Because defense played above their means again for the second straight year with the talent they had on there. So it's
Andre,
about-
which guy's the Irish one? I'm intrigued because we don't have an Irish one. Which accent are we talking about?
That's grand.
I'm intrigued.
Straight down. So I wonder who we're taking.
Do you,
here.
do you want me to start speaking in an
I've
Irish
got
accent?
Defense.
Walter Nolan.
See, I
Defensive
mentioned
tackle?
that name as well.
Oh,
did.
miss.
I was reading about
I
him
did.
while we were doing this.
Well, I just hope Calais can mentor this kid because he has a lot of tools, a lot of potential. But let's hope it pans out.
Oh, in
because,
chat,
hey,
he's not Irish. It's just a reference to Power, the TV show.
Oh boy.
He's strong. He is explosive.
He's
Damn.
Yeah, he's like
He's
top
actually
heavy as hell,
explosive.
man. Damn.
You just sent a man
He's
flying.
explosive. He has heavy hands, man.
yep.
Ooh, he's
He
destroying these guys. They're not even there.
I'm excited. Hey, I'm excited. You know why? He is a perfect Jonathan Gannon player. Because when Jonathan Gannon first came to Arizona, what he said was he wants the defense, the defensive lineman, he wants you to be fast and violent. And this guy is violent. Look, the plays that they just showed on the screen, they were all violent plays.
I mean, he's
just
basically
violent.
just rolling them over and being like, yeah, just hold you up, move you next. Those guards are getting flattened.
Hey, excuse my language, but he seems like he gets on the field just to whoop ass. He's coming to whoop ass. He's
Yeah.
coming
Well-
to whoop somebody on the field.
Does it feel like this has been one of the quicker first rounds? Because we're already halfway.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think there are less like surprises and things like because the
'Cause
value of the first round, late first round, is not very good. There's going to be a lot of just take best available.
Well, I'm relaxed now.
I think
I like
I think the
Walter Nolan, man.
Bengals
He's about
have
to
to
whoop
go
ass.
defense. I think I
Mike
would say they
Green?
go secondary.
No, the Bengals they're gonna like double down hard and go an offensive player, right?
No,
Just
Get ourselves
buy
another
further
wide
into the
receiver.
meme. Buy further into the meme.
they're drafting a quarterback, Shador Sanders.
boy.
We are halfway.
We are.
There, the pick is not
We can
quite
see
in
the
yet.
end of the draft. We can see Philly's name on the board.
We can see Philly's name on the board.
Will might be a zombie by the time we get there, but
I'm still here.
your man's locked in on the screen. It's okay.
I'm like, da-da-da-da.
He's trying to survive to the pick.
I don't even know if my brother's going to be able to survive until Baltimore's pick. Because he does have work in the morning. Well, at least next year when the draft happens, the draft will happen during his daytime. Because he'll be at the other side of the world, so...
Mm.
Although he was saying that watching games whilst living in Australia is going to be intriguing because obviously some games will be at a stupid time.
The pick is in.
Thankfully. It's... Now we get into this period where it's quite difficult to predict.
Well, yeah, I mean, I had 2 lists here for drafts that were like pretty similar but different at like kind of the stage. I had like I have the Bengals taking a D tackle on one of them, and a defensive end on another. So like, Derek Harmon is my pick here. I think they take Derek Harmon, but I would not be surprised if they went corner. I thought both these corners would have been one of these two corners would have been gone by then. So Derek Harmon is my pick here. Look, they're singing "Sweet Caroline" because they respect the Red Sox. Understandable.
So, what they're saying is what Seahawks looking to trade back out of 18. So, do you think Pittsburgh could...
Oh, they're locked in.
I hope he falls out of the first round.
I mean, I don't think that's what he wants. I think because it...
I really don't care what he wants.
Yeah, but it's kind of like he's gonna end up in this situation he tried to avoid.
What if his brother went before him? That would be crazy.
That's not gonna happen.
That'll be intriguing.
I think a lot of the criticism was that he held on to the ball a lot to like inflate his completion percentage.
Take sacks rather than
was...
throwing completions.
Yeah, so it's kind of like he padded a lot through the offense. Because the idea is 70% completion percentage, you're getting drafted fairly high.
All right, the Bengals selection is about to be
Derek
announced.
Harmon.
A. Bloke. I don't understand the booing of every single team that isn't Green Bay.
Hey, yo, who?
Shamar Stewart, Edge.
Jamar Stewart, Edge,
I had
the
him
one with the
way
physical two skill set. Production wise, not great, but when you look at the physical skill set, he is there. But the problem is he didn't produce in college. So now it's kind of like, can you get him to produce at the NFL level with his
I had him
production?
going 28 to the Lions. And
No, but
27 to the Ravens.
He's explosive as well. He's also another
Could-
explosive defensive lineman.
So
But the
with
problem is,
Oh, violent.
can
Yeah.
he finish?
and don't forget.
all of these, yeah, he has it, but he never finishes. He never
Okay,
finishes his
okay. What I'll say is, don't forget Sam Hubbard retired, so they needed edge. They needed to replace that because obviously Sam
they
Hubbard was on the other
But
side
well-
of Trey.
The question here with Shamar Stewart, yeah, is the fact that his whole career in college, he had 4.5 sacks. Now that is incredibly low.
What?
That's not just for one season. He had 4.5 sacks his whole college career.
Well, that's not going to cut it in Cincy, but
Definitely not.
with
You know what I'm saying? So I think
Trey,
you're banking on his traits and his physical skill set.
and
This is purely drafting based on his tools.
Who did the Bengals pay this offseason on that defensive line? It was the what's his name? I think he's meant to come in as more like a
Trey
complementary.
Hendrickson.
Yeah,
they're
I think
trying-
he's meant to.
well, Hendrickson's the number one, the alpha on
Yeah,
that defense. So
maybe it's a case of them
Yeah, he's the
working
alpha
as a
in the team.
tandem. So he should in theory be able to flourish with Hendrickson demanding a double team.
Let's hope so.
Because if he doesn't,
because
then this
here's the
pick
thing.
just goes in the bin. Like that, he needs to be successful,
Exactly.
or else it's basically just
for
a
me.
bin pick.
If I was a GM, I wouldn't do it. It's too high of a risk.
Yeah,
Because think about it. Well, 4.5, not just one season, his whole college career. That is incredibly low. Like you're having third rounders with more production than that.
yeah. I mean, 6'5", yeah. So he has to be an edge. It's not like they can just put him up as a linebacker and stand him up and be like,
Well,
yeah,
he's
we're
an
just gonna-
edge, 6'5", 267. He's
Yeah,
playing
I'm
edge,
like, if
for
that
sure.
doesn't pan out, then that's it. You know what I mean? He's just gonna be a rotational edge that they took in the first round, which is not what you want.
yeah, Chuck Robinson. Yeah, ready.
I think we could see a wide receiver go here.
You got Ibuka. Is it Ibuka? I can't pronounce his last name.
That's from Ohio State.
Ohio State. He's on
Matthew
there.
Golden from Texas.
Yeah, he could go here too.
I mean, he's in the green room.
He
Oh, he's
thinks he
upset?
should have gone high.
With 4.5 sacks, you should be lucky you got pick 17, bro.
Pete,
Relax,
you should be the
calm down a
reporter.
little. Calm down.
Pete should be the reporter.
Bro,
I mean,
I'll be like, bro, calm down. You have 4.5 sacks, bro. I'll be like, with 4.5 sacks? Oh, the offensive tackles in the NFL are shaking in their boots. No, they ain't.
that hug was.
He's gonna knock him out.
mm,
Man, the
I think
commissioner has to be
Robinson-
like 6'5". They can't hire anyone shorter because he's just gonna get bulldozed by these people.
all right, so Seattle wasn't able to trade out
Knocking
of their
him back every
positions.
time.
Seattle looks so like meh. They look so happy right there.
Hey.
Pause, man.
Hey, I think this guy will pan out. I think this one will pan out.
Wide receiver.
Would they take it and make it Ibuka?
Oh. Interesting.
I told you.
God.
That was my wild card pick for them. Great pick. My number one offensive guard. Great. He can play tackle. He can play guard. He can play center if he needs to be. Very good pick. And he is Great. Zabel is your typical annoying lineman. As in, like, he plays so good. He's annoying. Like he's just gonna whip us.
I think he's too tall to play center, right?
Damn,
Yeah,
he's
too tall
got
for center, but definitely guard and tackle.
Yeah.
But they announced him as a guard, so they plan to play him as guard. I think he's gonna play him as guard. In their
He
system.
started as a tackle
Bucks-
last year.
The Bucks could go Jihad Campbell,
Mm.
or they could go corner, dude. There's still good corners, and they could use corner.
He looks
I like
like he
how
looks
somebody's
like a
playing
guard,
Catan in
man.
the
I'm looking
corner.
at Zebo, I'm like,
He's got that
he
moustache.
looks like a guard right here.
I've just opened Twitter for like the first time in a while. The JJ Watt was like, was that really just an announcement for the schedule announcement? Yes, it was. I do think it's going to take each pitch. It's going to take it that a little bit longer now though.
Yeah, now we're getting into almost like second day time. Still trying to find value, but also knowing that they're not very good.
Right, I'm going to go and take a little bathroom break. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. The boys over here will hold down the fort.
Hey, it's as if Brett Coleman knew, because I think on 18th April he tweeted that I don't think the NFL offensive lines are ready for the version of Walter Nolan that we will see if he's being guided by Cam Hayward or Calais Campbell. And we signed Calais Campbell in April to return to Arizona. But I have a feeling that they signed him because they highlighted potentially picking Walter Nolan at 16. I like the fact that we have guys that will mentor this kid. That's what makes me love the pick even more.
Pick is in here. So what do we got on the
I'll say Jihad
What are the
Campbell.
needs?
There's
I'll
still
say
some
Jihad
really good
Campbell.
players. Yeah, Campbell makes sense. I mean, I could see them taking one of these corners. Like there are two really good corners here. I think Will Campbell and Jody Barron. So like, I think cornerback is a need, but we'll see. I hope the Packers trade out of the first round. It would be electric.
It's Maxwell Hairston.
Spelling out your team name as a chant is one of the lowest moves in professional sports. Hence why the Jets are the Jets. The rejected will be respected. All right, dude. Take a seat, dude. Take a seat. Take a seat. Not you, Dilly. It's okay. You can stand,
I think
bud.
that's the
Dilly, if you want to
cameraman.
stand, you're still good to stand, bud. But
There's still no.
He's the media guy.
anyone,
Yo,
my
Sandy
fidget
Q.
tool. I got my my hole puncher here is my fidget tool.
Do you know what my fidget tool is?
What is it?
£3 coins. So just like chips.
Yeah, but see that makes noise. Like this is just like I can squeeze it. It's almost like one of those grip strength things.
Yeah, mine's like poker chips though. I just do it like this, like.
I guess, but like I can do this while using my controller.
Yeah, I can't do this while using my controllers.
I know.
I didn't miss a pick, did I? It was Tampa that were
No,
picking.
you didn't miss anything. Bucks pick is coming up right here.
Let's have a look to see who this one is.
Either
Jihad
Corner or
Jihad.
Jihad Campbell. Okay, or we're wrong again.
Ooh, they went
Yeah,
wide
wide
receiver.
receiver. Yeah.
I mean, Mike Evans is on his way out, so that makes sense.
So
Yep,
Evans.
Yep, he is on his way out.
What's his name? I think
Who?
he's still there, right?
Chris Godwin? Yeah, Godwin's still there.
Yeah, Godwin.
Godwin.
They just gave him a
And
nice extension,
Booker.
though.
But Godwin's low-key somewhat injury prone, so I mean...
Yeah, but
Yeah, so it makes sense.
Okay, let's make the utopian assumption that they're all healthy. Those three.
Very good wide receiver core.
Yeah. And he's a good blocking wide receiver as well.
So here's interesting thing. I think the Broncos could either trade this pick,
Mm-hmm.
or they might draft the running back from North Carolina or Marion Hampton.
Yep.
See, that's the thing. I think Trey.
Because like I
Travion Henderson
think
is
they
better.
just don't have a good run game right now. And Bo Nix obviously showed that he can work with what's there. I think a strong run game could be huge for them.
And Williams hasn't really shown out.
No, Javonte Williams had a terrible year last year. They expected him to be kind of huge. He's kind of maybe a third down back. Yeah, so I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if they traded it.
Yeah, because normally, if you don't like what you want, then you try and trade back, but you've got to find a partner to trade with.
Well, I mean, I think if the Giants think Pittsburgh is taking a quarterback, and they think they're taking the guy they want, this is the time you trade in.
Yeah. Just for the
Right,
Giants to come all the way up to 19.
And honestly, the Giants could give
to 20
their second this year, and maybe a second next year with a fifth this year or something.
Oh my god, another advert. This is how this is just going to get slower and slower and slower and slower.
It's not going to get faster.
Broncos.
I'll say that much.
Let's go.
No, especially as it's 3:15 in the morning over here. It is.
Well, that's just a skill issue on your end.
Unfortunately,
I've
we are
actually
in the future.
Past the point.
Yeah, so you should know what happened.
Yeah. Well, they are running down the clock. So aside from running back, what other positions do you think they could go?
What the fuck did I just read? USC and UCLA students are gearing up to compete in the world's first ever sperm race.
What?
Yeah, the competitors Asher from UCLA and Tristan from USC will put their sample into a microfluidic chip, which is just 0.0 millimeters long. Once the race starts, the sample will race down a 20-centimeter racetrack in front of 4,000 fans. The race is expected to last 40 minutes. The founders say the intention of the startup is to bring attention to the fertility crisis. It isn't about sperm racing. It's about making male fertility something people actually want to talk about. We're taking this topic no one wants to touch and making it interesting, measurable, because health is a race and everyone deserves a shot at a starting line.
Oh my god.
Sperm motility, how fast the sperm moves, turns out to be a massive factor in fertility. It's measurable, trackable, and just like running a race or lifting a weight, it's something you can actually improve.
See, this is what happens when the NFL takes too long to
So you don't want to miss out on UCLA versus USC's first ever sperm race. Now, do you think they like produce the sperm on the spot? Like,
oh my god, I don't even want to know.
Because I couldn't imagine trying to do it in front of 4,000 people.
So we're calling this the Wanker Olympics?
I mean, literally 2 wankers will be out there, yeah. I mean, I don't want to watch, but I have to know what this is. Is that going to be on Ballers Across the Pond?
That's taking ballers to a different meaning.
Yeah, that's Ultimate Ballers.
Yeah, Henderson, I think he's my number 2 back.
Okay, so they have picked. They have not traded.
Oh, from Ohio State?
Yeah, Ohio State.
I wouldn't be surprised if Marion Hampton goes here.
Yeah.
Or Marion Hampton.
But it's a need for the team, right? So.
Yeah. But yeah, Trevion Henderson could be a good one too.
And we've seen how important running backs are.
Oh, yeah.
Late, like if you got a guy that can go for just under 2K, that's a lot of production. It's an instinctive position, so whoever you draft is just going to start for your team. So it's...
Pittsburgh on the clock. They're already 90 seconds.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yes.
But did he survive?
No idea. If he's... I assume he's survived it.
Say Broncos country, let's ride. Say it. Say it.
Oh, they went corner.
Okay.
So they are making that stout.
Yep. They're like,
Right, who is it, boys? They taking a quarterback?
They took a corner.
The Steelers taking a quarterback?
Okay, the Steelers do not have a second round pick.
Yep.
So
they gotta go quarterback. They can't be waiting on Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers needs to retire. So just take Chador, call it a day. if Rogers comes in, Shador can learn off him.
Why not
Just
take
take Shador
Jackson Dart?
accordingly.
You thinking they might take
Would that
Jackson
not be the
Dart?
same as when they took Pickett and
Kenny
then
Pickett?
Pana?
I suppose, but I think you think about the wide receivers you have, and you want a guy with good arm talent. I think he's got a better arm than Shador. He's more accurate. Dude, a draft party must be crazy.
There's a lot of people there. Shit.
I know, that's what I'm saying. They must be crazy, dude.
Yeah.
It looks absolutely rammed.
There they are. You know what a common theme is on some of those guys on that team? Boston College.
No.
What you-
No bias from you. No bias at all.
It's actually a really good defense. I didn't even realize they had all those guys now.
Yeah, as Andre said, they're a win first team, so they could pick him and just sit him for a year or so. When you're picking in the 20s,
Here we go. Gotta be a QB. This is it. Have we got?
Yikes!
Oh,
They
he's
just
on the
said
other end?
Mike Tom.
Yeah,
They just said
that's
Mike
it.
Tomlin is on the phone. That is not Mike Tomlin.
that is not my opinion.
That is just a black dude. I hate
think
to
he
say
was-
it, man. That's a bad look. Come on,
They
Mike
seem
Tomlin's
to
got
be
a very
smiling. I don't
recognizable
know.
look.
I don't know. I think,
His
The
phone
pick
ringing?
is in.
He should do his phone ringing.
Mike Tomlin just
Alright.
dropped 30
I mean, they
years
got his number.
from his
Is he waiting
age.
for it to ring?
It's not going to be
Have we
him.
got a Jackson Dart
I
camera
mean,
as
it's
well?
him.
Can we
Now,
see
question.
Jackson Dart's phone?
If
Is
if
his
he
phone
doesn't
ringing?
get the call tonight, what are the storylines going to be coming out? Kicked everyone out of his house after not getting drafted in the first round.
No, I think he's it's just awkward because everyone goes home, right? And they're like, I'll see you tomorrow. Like, do we even carry on with the party or do we just
Oh yeah, you got to.
Well, yeah, you gotta carry
leftovers,
on until you
everyone's
get
just
drafted.
chilling. Everyone's just chilling.
I feel like that's the thing is like if you have such high expectations to go so early, and then you don't go.
I'm seeing text. I haven't seen what's happening. I'm seeing text, and I'm like not looking at any of my phone because obviously this is like
you just
30
need a
seconds
camera on
behind.
Jackson Dart's room or Shadur's room. That's it. I didn't see his phone ringing. Damn.
Well, but if it rang, the call's already taking place. Let's see who they. I mean,
'Cause
they
he's
don't take
calling him
Shador.
now,
Who they
right?
taking here?
Marion Hampton.
I mean, who? Running back?
Nah, best available. If they were taking best available, it's probably Will Johnson now. You know,
Yeah, I don't think this is a
they could
QB,
use a
dude.
corner.
I don't think it's a quarterback. God, shit. His phone wasn't ringing. He's out.
Yeah, they went D2.
Damn.
Damn, he's pulling out the first.
Well, let's see. You never know. Someone could trade back into the first and
Someone
take
can trade
him.
back
So
in,
let's see.
yeah.
Unless what the
To be
Rams
honest,
pick
he's
him,
gonna go on
maybe
a revenge
because
tour.
Thingy made disappear.
I mean,
Like
if this isn't nightmare fuel for him, man, he's gonna be locked in, man. He's gonna make him pay.
Kansas City
Wow.
take him. Be a backup.
Ooh, yeah, someone's gonna
He'll
trade
get
back
Super
in.
Bowls.
I mean, there's no one else.
Now, do you think like if
New York can
you've
just
got to
sit. They
buy
don't
you've
even
got to
need to
buy
trade.
every single hat, right? If you're a prospect, that seems like a good defense right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
But,
Is
I
that
mean,
TJ
Watt's a
Watt
bit
any good?
unhappy. I heard he's unhappy, but I think he'll stay. Do you think it's his money? Like he just wants more?
I think he wants to win.
He wants to win, but he knows he's not going to win without a quarterback. So it's to fill up that account a little bit more. I want the
All right, so
He wants the Myles Garrett treatment. What's that suitcase from Pulp Fiction? Just open it up and it's golden light. He's like, "Yep, okay.
you just look
I'm
at the
not gonna
rest of
win,
that.
but I'll take that."
So the rest of that first round don't need a quarterback. So
Yep.
No.
And the thing
But
is, Dilly, like
a
the
lot of
Giants
the
just
a lot of
sit.
those teams in that first round also might be okay with trading back
Yeah.
and letting a team that
Trading
does
back.
need a quarterback come in.
If not, the Giants can literally just sit.
to be honest, the Giants can pick him if it gets towards like Buffalo, Washington's picks.
Bro, that's crazy, man. I kind of feel for him. Like he held a party and everything. Penthouse, had an indoor swimming pool, and everyone's sort of there like, see you tomorrow morning. I've got to go back to the hotel and they want me to sleep in the garden.
All right, who do you think Chargers?
Chargers.
I absolutely have no idea.
Like they could go wide receiver, but
I mean, they hit with what's his name? Georgia Bulldog from last year.
I mean, they could go running back if they wanted to.
So you look at the Chargers
Good value.
depth. Yeah, because at the moment, well,
Judikins as well from Ohio State.
so they've got Najee.
Judikins.
They pay
Judkins,
Najee.
I think you can get in the second round.
Yeah, Najee Harris isn't the guy. Like he's
Judkins, I think, is more like a third down back, or actually, just like a power back.
Power back, yeah.
You look at aside from Ladd, I don't have any faith in the rest of their wide receiver room.
Who's their tight end?
Tyler
There's
Conklin.
a tight end from LSU that's decent.
They've got Conklin and Will Disley.
Yeah, so they might go defense or running back, like you said. I mean, that's Harbaugh's MO, right? Stout run game and defense. Stout defense and run game. Remember, he also views offensive linemen as offensive weapons as well. So,
are you surprised that Campbell from Alabama's dropped this far?
I just want Malachi Starks to fall to my Eagles, man. That's all I want.
Yo, now Malachi Starks here for the Eagles. He could go right here at 22.
That's what I'm thinking.
Quit playing. You had a good safety and Harry got greedy and traded him away. I don't even know why you got rid of CJ. I'm upset. Why you have to get rid of CJ for? I'm upset for you, Will. I'm upset for
Actually, because you look at that free safety position for these guys, and it doesn't look massively deep, the Chargers.
Hey, yo. I had no idea. I thought Nightcap was cancelled, bro. Okay.
Nah, how
Never
Nightcap may
mind,
be
bro.
cancelled?
They're doing a live stream and everything.
Yeah, they were also going to do a live stream for the draft.
On stage as well, but they lost their sponsors, though. You can tell.
Talked about it doesn't matter, but Nightcap is their own thing. They create that on YouTube, so you can't take that away.
That's their own thing. Yeah, true.
Like China was about to sign $100 million deal with ESPN, and now this news has just messed up.
And now it's all gone.
It's all gone, yeah.
Yeah. But here's the thing, though. The lawyer that's leading this lawsuit for the girl, I don't know why they don't wait. They heard that he was about to get $100 million deal, and they brought a lawsuit. Wait till he gets the money first.
You never know, man. Oh, wow. He's got the players there. So, yeah, that's cool. There's Abdul
Okay,
Carter.
so
Yeah.
Chargers are receiving calls.
To trade down.
Teams always get spooked about injuries, right?
Like what Johnson.
It depends on the position. Like DB
Yeah,
is like
they
your
do.
athleticism is such a you got to be so quick twitch.
Yeah, because like you see some players like disappear into like a second, third round. They're like they've got their
And
play,
then you
and
see
then they
him
don't
play
get
and it's
injured
like,
at all.
yeah. And then they play and it's like he's fine, you know. But I think it's
Sometimes it's scaremongering
yeah.
amongst teams.
I mean, but then it's up to the team to do their research. Like they've just got to work out: hey, is he rehabbing? Is he active? Is he healthy? Is he gaining weight while he's injured and not looking after his body, or is he aggressively working back?
But the funny thing with Mike Williams going back to the Chargers, you're like, they haven't really gained anything. He just went boomerang.
I think they might be trading this pick, because 15 seconds and the pick is still not in. I think they're trading it.
They would have
Good trade.
traded it by now.
Because
They've selected somebody.
What the hell is that? Is that tape? Just buy a helmet. Just buy a football helmet. I don't get. What was his
What are we doing here?
We're waiting on the Chargers because they're filling the time with these acts. Can they stop singing and can we have the pick? We've waited 30,000 years for this.
Okay, the pick is in.
Oh, Matthew Golden, yeah, 4.2, 4.29, blazing speed.
Matthew Golden's a burner.
No, these two boys were burners. Pun intended.
Literally burners.
No, our university
Yeah.
team was called the Burners. Hence. Oh. That guy looks like, like Toad. With that helmet on. These picks are dragging.
Well, the pick's been in for 2 minutes.
Just too much singing.
Wait, what's Roger waiting for? Just come and announce it.
I mean, that timer was gone a long time ago.
It's been about 30,000 minutes.
Okay.
Yep, the one with the
Yeah.
running back.
Yeah.
Quick toilet break on the running back.
Yeah, he's huge.
Oof, he's a big dude.
Yep.
I mean, that's Harbaugh's MO, right? So that's the kind of back they want. That's the
Bully
kind of
ball.
back they want. And he's your day one starter. Boom. You know what I mean? Right now.
Him, it's going to be a 1-2 punch with him
number
and
one on that
Najee.
depth chart. Oh, he's better than Najee.
Yeah, but I mean, in the sense of everyone's going to gush over the new guy, the young guy, but it's more of they're just going to use them they'll eat into each other's like usage. It's not a hot hand situation. It's just a.
Here it is.
So Packers. All right, let's have a look at their.
Could go corner here. Will Johnson. You can go edge if you want. James Pierce Jr. is still here.
Yeah, because they got Gary on one side and they got Anagbara on the other, right?
Mm-hmm.
No pack, no.
Go Pack, go.
I know. I said no pack, no.
Go, Pack, go.
We've experienced that in person. They didn't have a cheese shot cannon, so they decided to throw them with their hands instead. Von Walker's the last wide receiver taken.
That's crazy. 2002.
Yeah.
23 years. The Thunder are down 28 to the Grizzlies so far.
So our friend is in mourning right now.
Nah, he'll probably just brush it off about like something. It's hard to sweep teams in professional sports.
If the Packers make a really bad pick here, will he really be then go into more?
Yeah, then we might.
Can you imagine they say, and the Green Bay Packers have traded out of this pick, and then they've all turned up for them not to pick?
All right, let's see it. Come on, get the pick in. You're not gaining much by standing around.
They've told everyone just to long this out. They're like, this has to go till midnight Eastern. They're always just. We are still waiting on Green Bay.
Wow.
This is for yeah, Lefty's also a no.
Oh, yeah,
Lefty's
he's
also a
a
Packers fan.
fan. It's insufferable, trust me.
He's surrounded by them. I think they've picked.
Nah, still nothing yet.
Yeah.
I mean, they may have picked, but they haven't submitted it yet.
Yeah.
There's been a trade. Trade out of the first round.
That'll be
Ruin these
funny.
Packers fans' night.
Yeah. There'll be a riot.
The pick is in.
Nelly. 10
Is it gonna
years
be?
later. Hands up if you've been to Green Bay.
Must have been a fun time.
We were passing through, and I think it was preseason.
Hmm.
And
Did you go
we
to a
were-
game?
No, we didn't. Didn't even go near. We just passing. We were driving down to like from the Great Lakes down to like Milwaukee.
Hmm.
So it was just.
We wouldn't really
I
call
think we
that
had
driving down.
No, driving from like Lake Huron at the top.
Hmm. Okay. So you're all the way up by the border.
Yeah, we were up by the border and then came all the way down. We went like Sault Ste. Marie and then across and then down.
Look, he won't get booed this time.
I think I hear cats. Whoa.
Either a wide receiver or Will Johnson.
I think they're gonna go wide receiver. I have a feeling.
Golden.
Yeah, I think so. Last time they took a wide receiver was what, 23 years ago?
Yeah.
I think it's long overdue.
I think it's Will Johnson or Matthew Golden.
We say this every year though.
But you're not at Lambeau Field. You're outside of Lambeau Field.
They're so proud of that. They say
Yeah.
every chance they get.
Every single time.
But it just doesn't mean anything, dude.
They're so proud. Huh.
Okay, just announce the pick.
A wide receiver.
Yeah, they went wide receiver.
Yep. Matthew Golden.
Speedster. Yep.
Yeah, that's good. Long overdue.
I mean, they
Hey,
got a
he
bunch
kind
of
of looks a bit like
speedsters there,
Javon
man.
Walker as well, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, he kind of resembles Javon Walker. He kind of resembles Javon Walker too.
It finally happened.
Green Bay Golden. Golden Green Bay.
Yeah. Hey, it's long overdue.
That must be quite the walkout in the place you get drafted to.
Yeah, that's.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they've got a bunch of speedsters over there.
Oh my god.
I ran the same ballpark because 2002 Javon Walker went 20th overall. 2025, the pick Golden 23rd overall, so around the same 20th ballpark.
Yeah, Christian Watson can run pretty fast too.
I need to see. I need to check.
Who owns the team? Do you guys know?
No, I don't
It's
know.
the fans.
Collective.
Yeah,
It's
oh
a
yeah, they said it
collective,
like
yeah.
4 times.
Yeah, but they've got like a minority,
I know.
like one guy that has like a large percent, like 10% or some shit.
Yeah, but
Everyone else,
and then the rest is all by the.
yeah. Yeah, he's gonna. He
Yeah,
could
but you
change life
make.
for
Do
them
you
now.
make any money from having part ownership of it?
I'm guessing you do make something.
I think
Like, you
so.
have to
Like
get
if I
like
have,
some kind of dividend. or
sure.
But
something.
I assume
At
you
the end
also
of
have
the
to like
year,
contribute. You
they
have to
will give you
contribute
some
money to it,
dividend.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in Green Bay, their fans are very loyal. Well, do you remember when we went to watch the game, the NFL game, and we met those Packers fans? They
Yeah,
were
they
pretty
traveled,
friendly,
man.
and they were very good.
They
traveled all the way to London.
traveled all the way there.
We could see our first safety here.
Malachi Stark's about to be up the board, Will.
Go, Pat, go.
Would you trade up to 24 for Malachi Starks, Will?
No.
Yes, a need. I mean, we don't. We're
I
fairly
think we
team
could
right
see a
now,
safety go
but
here. Though I think best safety is the South Carolina one.
yeah,
I think he's better than Starks personally.
that's not who we want. It's
I know.
It's like a personality.
What's his
play
name?
style
Nick
fit.
thing, right?
Imanowari or something.
McMahon or let me get. I've got a draft tracker here.
I swear that Houston must already be on the clock by now.
Yeah, Nick Imanowari, South Carolina, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick. But we know how he likes his Bulldogs, so.
Minnesota's pick is in, so they've wasted so much time after that pick that
Yeah, but honestly, that's fine. Who cares?
Yeah,
Just
but
feed me
as
the
long-
picks.
feed them to me now.
Because we're pushing 3 hours now.
They normally
Isn't that
like it
crazy?
to last 4,
I know.
and by the end we're like, I can't see.
Well, it's like the
Oh,
picks
Viking.
don't like. They're not as impactful at this point for some of these teams. Guard.
Yeah.
Oh, they just crushed me. I was hoping it would last the second round. But
I
they
thought
need
he was
guard
gonna.
help, so I understand.
I had him as the first guard coming off, so I'm shocked he made it this far.
I mean, I get it because Minnesota badly need an interior line player. It's one of the best guards in the draft, as we both established. And
Boys, here it is.
I'm not mad at
The
it.
Giants traded back in.
Shoulda.
Oh,
Da-da-da,
Jackson
da-da-da.
Dart.
Or
I don't think the Giants coming back for Shador. I think they coming back for Dart.
Yeah, I think it's Dart.
Jackson Dart.
I hope it's Dart. I would have been somewhat right. It wouldn't be not number 3, but
Imagine if it's Shador.
I'll see if I can get the
No,
details.
that
on
is
the
such
trade.
an anti-Mara
Let's have a
angle
look.
there, man. He's
Okay, let's see what the Giants trade. Not Trey. Trade. Okay, they trade 25 for the Giants in exchange for 34.99 and a third rounder in 2026. So obviously they get the second, they get a third?
Hey, I had
No, fourth. They got a fourth and a second,
is
third
reporting
round.
that Harry's trying to trade up. I think Harry's worried that his guy might not be that 32, so he's trying to move up.
I know he's got that beat. I mean, like I'm talking like as fans, as an organization, we've had our like laser lights on Malachi, but we didn't think realistically it could happen. But we're getting there.
So do you think he's trying to move up to get him?
I think he will and he should.
But how do you not know what your pick is? Like, why are we still on the clock?
Dramatic
Suspense.
effect.
I'm pretty sure the commissioner knows. I mean, that's why they're
The pick
running the
is-
ads, because people have heard, oh shit, there's a trade. Let's run ads because everyone's locking back in. Perfect time to run them.
The pick is in.
The pick is in.
Can they just get rid of these adverts right now? I want to see the pick, lads.
Nah, it's America. Got ads. But if they like traded and took like a linebacker,
That would be something. Oh. All right, so second, a third, and a third next year. So nothing particularly tolling.
See a lot of pain in that smile, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
There's
the
a lot
phone's
of
got to be
pain in that
ringing, right?
smile, man.
smile through the pain, baby.
I think it's Jackson Dart.
I hope it's Jackson Dart. He's better than Shador.
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta just traded back in.
Oh, who they coming back for?
Taking a quarterback. Michael Penix wasn't the play.
The draw is
Jackson Dart can sit behind Ross.
yep.
They traded a 1 next year, Atlanta?
Wow.
Jackson Dart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
go.
everyone goes, oh.
He can't
The
believe it.
reaction.
They'll find out in training camp.
The thing is,
Well, let's hope he's better than Danny Dimes.
They'll find out in training camp.
I think
man.
that's a good pick for them.
let's see, hope he's good. He's better than those spectacles
New
that he's
York
wearing.
is a tough crowd, man.
But the thing is, he's not starting, so it's fine.
They got a guy he can sit behind.
Yeah, Brian Dable's gonna cook with that.
Yep.
Just like he's going to cook with Ross. Let Ross
Billy,
cook.
now you're in the I think you're front runner in those Manning sweepstakes now, man. Another one bites the dust. You're like, yeah, let's keep it that way.
Do you know who's the other team that could be a front runner? But they should be a front runner because they're not going to suck next year.
Yeah.
And that's the Rams, because obviously Matthew Stafford's reaching end of career, kind of.
All right, so Rams are getting this year's second, next year first, and a seventh this year. For a first and a third this year. This is actually not a bad deal for the Falcons.
So
I mean, their first round pick next year isn't good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see what it was. You have to tell me. I just want to read it. $46, $242, and a first rounder. And okay, so they get a 101 as well.
Falcons trading back for?
I'm intrigued. Intrigued.
Is the pick in? No, it isn't. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I think they might take James Pierce Jr. here.
Yeah, so I see a lot of trades now. Get that value.
James Pierce Jr. would be a value pick here.
So if the Falcons are terrible this year,
There's no way they go offense, so they're definitely going defense. They're either taking a corner or they're taking James
Do you think
Pierce
they're
Jr.
coming back for Jihad Campbell? But that's like 2 linebackers in the first.
No, I think they're taking Pierce Jr. They're taking an edge guy, someone who can get after the quarterback.
So what?
To go on the other side of Judon.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So then Walker essentially is going to get their inside backer.
Yeah, Walker's gonna play like middle linebacker,
boo.
They could go.
middle or an
Would they
outside
take corner?
linebacker.
Yep, you're
Yeah.
right. They went.
Could have seen that
James
coming.
Pierce.
They've got their pass
He's a
rusher.
beast, dude. James Pierce Jr. is so
See.
good.
6'5", 240.
4'4",
Holy
Well, I
shit.
just
7.
have to count mold him.
Dude, watch his highlights, dude. When they show them here, watch his movements. He like slips through because he's not huge.
Yeah,
It's just
Yeah. That's
it's quick.
he's
it's that
got,
hip quickness, isn't it?
He's quick and he's got like
Yeah.
that hip quickness.
But like
but
for
my
his
thing is,
size, you would think he gets overpowered, but he's so fast. I think he just gets under guys.
they need to really work on his off the field because the character concerns are alarming. Why is he not excited? Did he not want to go to Atlanta?
He probably thought.
He don't look
He-
excited at all.
Nah, he's just relieved, but he's probably like, I should have gone
Sometimes
higher.
it's just like
You get people like
it's
that. Like
exhale.
sometimes they're a bit like
I don't know.
man,
I've never personally been drafted in the NFL, but I can imagine your emotions could be a wide range.
Yeah,
From stoic and like
No.
shocked to like absolutely losing your mind.
also it's like
See, I get it's stoic, but like I don't think you want.
think of it like this, Pete. Like imagine.
But also like here's the thing that's like sometimes under like when you get drafted by a team in like a city that like you're not from, like there is this kind of like I'm going somewhere completely new. Never been
Yeah.
there, don't know anyone there. Like there can be some fear for these young kids.
Yeah,
But
It's
here's what it
true,
is,
but you
though.
gotta be prepared for that. I mean, that's what the
Yeah,
it's about.
no, I know. But like when it becomes reality, when it actually hits you, like that can have its impact on you.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I agree. That's true. That's true.
And like also like some of these kids have been in camp.
Also, it is late at
training for
night.
the
If you're
draft.
not energized right now, you could just be like tired and be
Yeah,
like,
you could be
it's
exhausted.
over. Finally, I can
Yeah.
like sleep. Like been
It could
stressing
be
probably
exhausted.
for weeks, dude.
a little bit of mental exhaustion at this point.
Yeah.
Draft.
I've just been sitting here watching the draft and I'm tired.
Yeah, plus they also like if you feel as though you're better than like a few of your peers, and you might even know you're better than them because you've trained with them. It's kind of like, oh, they got picked ahead of me. What did they see in that guy which I'm better than? You know what I mean? So you've got
Yeah.
that side of it as well, because I'm sure there's some D linemen that are like, yo, they picked him over me, but I've been in the same camp as that guy. I'm better than him, but okay, I guess they know more, right? So it's frustration, but I think once it's all said and done, they're just happy to be drafted.
Baltimore. The pick is in. I have no idea. We're stabbing in
What
the
do you
dark
think this
now.
could be? Could be.
Um,
Hey, they could take Donovan Ezriaku, one of the best pass rushers in this draft.
from BC.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
He's a
like him a
beast,
lot.
man.
I actually thought I think he will fall to Philly, and if Philly gets him, they gotten a fucking stud there. I think if you want edge, you can go that way. You can also go Mike Green from Marshall.
yes, Mike Green is also another option. There's also Nick Sockleton from Texas A&M,
Mhm.
another very, very good player.
Again, they're still very good. Like Will Campbell's still there, Maxwell Harrison is still there, two good corners, and then Jihad Campbell. So like, there are other good defensive players.
Yeah. The more that it keeps going, I think Will Johnson might fall out of the first round, but let's see.
I had
I think the
I had the
medicals are
Ravens initially
really
taking a guard, but now I don't know about
Well,
that because
the-
both the guards were
well
off.
the top three guards are off the board in
That's my point. So
Booker,
like that's why I'm saying
Jackson,
like
and Zay Bell.
yeah. So
I think they go edge. My bet is on Donovan Ezriaku.
Come on, give us the pick. Give us the pick. Bum 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 bada bum. Peter is struggling right now.
I am struggling.
The time they're taking between each pick is taking its toll.
Ugh. You know, you were right. This first round was moving so fast. So I think they're telling teams to slow it down because teams are just going fast. So they're like bring it down a notch.
So I was reading like one of the like Colts.
Hey, Will, how upset would you be if they take your safety here?
There's still hope, man.
Let's see what
you
this
want a
Ravens pick
safety
is.
over an edge?
I'm just saying.
Nah.
I'm just teasing Will a little bit. I told you, Will. Sorry, man. Sorry, I had to break your heart. Sorry, bro.
Bro's been waiting
It
all
just
night
popped in my
when he
head.
gets bad news.
It just popped in my head. So
Oh.
what if they took your guy
I
right
know
here?
how he's
'Cause
punching the
what
air
could
right
do
now,
something
man. We're
like
so
this?
damn close.
Yo, well, remember I told you that Harry was trying to trade up. I think he knew that something like this might happen because he was trying to trade up ahead of the Baltimore Ravens ahead through Ian Rappaport, but he couldn't put it off. Sorry, Will. I mean, the better safety is still there. There's the South the I mean, is it South Carolina
whatever his
safety?
name. Yeah, South Carolina, yeah. Gamecock.
No, but in a way, I feel for you, Will, because this would have completed your Georgia defense, right? This was the last piece to add, wasn't it?
This is the last Bulldog, bro. Every
That was
level.
the last Bulldog to add. Every level, yeah. Defensive line, linebacker, safety. This was the last bit. And
Well, I mean, he's more. Is he free, or would you say he's a free or a strong? I think he looks like a strong safety.
he can play both. He has
Probably play
flexibility
both.
to play, but
Yeah,
he's more strong.
we really need a free. We need a free safety, but I
He was
mean,
a perfect
he was the perfect fit.
CJ replacement.
Yep.
To be honest, he's going to ball out on Baltimore.
Yeah, oh, definitely, for sure. For sure. Malachi Starks.
Bro, it's nuts that they have
I like the
him.
name too.
It's crazy. They've literally got him and Carl Hamilton in back-to-back years. That's nuts. Ravens are killing it. Like, that's crazy. Like,
Hey,
why are they letting the
that's
Ravens
the
just
next.
draft these guys?
They've got the next best safety tandem for the next, I don't know, 5-10 years.
More than that.
Done.
Like, those are like career safeties, these two.
But that's
Took
what
it
I'm saying. For
a
the next
decade
5
plus.
to 10 years, for the next decade plus, their safety deal is done. And Kyle Hamilton is perfect to mentor this young kid coming in. They're gonna form a good deal for the Baltimore Ravens. They're gonna hit off the top, man. They're gonna do it.
So damn close, man. Oh.
You're wounded. You're wounded right now.
Hey, but
That's all right.
that's why
we
Howie is
take the-
great, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I think the price for 26 was another first round pick, which the Falcons had to give up to get their pass rusher. And I don't think Howie was gonna give him a first next year. Howie
No.
wasn't gonna do that. But the Falcons were willing to give up a first next year in order to get Pierce. So I guess the Rams was holding teams to ransom. If you really want it, we need a first next year. At 28, I think the Lions might take Jihad Campbell here.
There's some good
Or they
corners
could go
left on the
defensive
board
line
as
too.
well. There's some good corners left.
Or they might take Will Johnson too at 28.
Commanders need an edge. They need pass rush.
They could take Donovan Ezreaku.
Yeah, so that's so corner edge. I'm not sure what Buffalo are gonna go for. Chiefs need offensive linemen. Keep Patrick Mahomes upright, protect him. So we'll probably just get the next best safety.
We are all flagging right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm rejuvenated, but in the wrong way. I was literally like, damn it, out of frustration. It's so damn close because after this, I
So
know
you would say that
Detroit might take a CB.
out of the four of us,
Washington take an edge.
two of us have got what we wanted.
Yeah, I would say that's yeah. I think I'd take a corner.
What, Will Johnson?
Yep,
Yeah, I mean
it
they've
could
got
be.
they've got
Will
good
Johnson.
corners still left on the board, so you might as well.
Yeah, but they don't really need corners for the Lions. I think
they need.
I think they probably need like a defensive line help. They're just like they're thin at D line.
Yeah,
They have really good D line players,
Yeah.
but if they get hurt,
Oh, after
I
Hutch's
think they
injury
might.
last year, yeah.
Yeah, they might take a D tackle here. What?
yeah.
Yep.
Ooh.
no, dude,
Yeah,
like D
I
line
think
is just
Yeah, but it's a little bit hard though. But I guess
struggles
the
to
Lions
finish.
come-
Hey, yo, what do we mean by that? Struggles to finish. Hey, I didn't know we were judging them on that too. That's like kind of a crazy thing to have on your card. Like imagine you're sitting with all your friends and family, and on the board it pops up struggles to finish, and you got to explain to grandma what that means or something.
Struggles to finish. What's going?
No, they're just
What
talking
type of
about.
draft is this?
No, they're just talking about Arsenal strikers, really.
That's very true. We don't even have one.
Exactly. You need a striker to be able to finish.
All right, hear me out.
Exactly. We ain't even got one.
I think it's time.
This is a bit of a draft because I thought this guy was gonna be a second, third round pick, but there were other D tackles I would have taken, like Darius Alexander. He's actually a very good one.
Oh my god, another advert, and then they're going to do the last two.
If Will Campbell doesn't go in the next two, or Will Johnson doesn't go in the next two picks, he's falling out.
What's the second round?
All I'm saying is do not let Will Campbell or Will Johnson fall to the Patriots in the second round. You don't want that.
Ooh, that would be a nice deal with Gonzalez, one of my
Gonzalez and Will. Will
I
Johnson would be crazy.
I love me some.
I know
Gonzalez.
he's very good.
I think for me next season he could be the best cornerback in the NFL. I think he's currently top 3, but Gonzalez is aiming for that top spot. He's very close to getting there. He's already one of the top 3 corners in the league for me. Will Gonzalez. He's elite.
All right, what do you think Washington's doing here?
Hey, was Will Gonzalez the last great pick that Belichick made for your Patriots before he finishes?
Christian Gonzalez, probably, yeah.
Yeah, Christian Gonzalez. Bill gave you guys a gift with that one.
Is that Manti Te'o?
Poor Manti.
For years. Get it? I haven't seen.
They're really long in this last 4 picks out. It's going to be the 30th of April by the time they finish this round.
Damn, in the 2017 draft, the Patriots had 4 picks. In the whole draft. That's crazy.
That's madness.
Enjoying his time, you mean suffering greatly?
Yeah, no, I think at this point, this party's going on until tomorrow.
The crowd seems to have thinned out there. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, some people are tired. They go home. Like, to be
They
honest,
gotta go home, bro.
I give him props though. He's been smiling through it all. Hey, he done well, man. He done
I think
well.
ultimately he knows.
He has been dying on the inside.
Yeah, but I think he kind of felt, bro. At least I'll be in the first round. I think that was his goal. Like at least be in the first round. I don't know. I think he got over where he's gonna go, but I think he wanted to be in the first round at least. But it's just bad because it's like you've got to wait till tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to bed, you're waking up, you're having breakfast, you're going back into the party room of like,
And he could be early tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah. So he'll be there,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he's like, man, I had to wait. I had to go to bed because
There's
usually,
one
like,
tackle.
Mhm.
Josh
Oregon guy.
Connolly.
Yeah.
Oregon guy. Nice. That they actually need the offensive line help. Come to think about it.
He's another
Playoffs,
big
they
boy.
had some issues with the offensive line,
He
so
is a big
good for
boy.
the Commanders to take Josh Connolly. Very big boy, very athletic tackle.
And he needs more strain to finish. You know, unlike struggles to
I think
finish.
the interns are having a little bit too much fun with these captions. This has to be an inside
Whoa,
joke.
need more strain. What does that mean? Like.
I genuinely
Like
think
really needs to like try hard.
this is an inside joke with the staff.
Oh my
They keep
God.
writing these tooltips.
I'm
And
dying.
they're just having a laugh. What next? You're gonna be seeing finishes too fast, gets ahead
Yeah.
of himself.
Oh
Finishes
yeah,
early.
yeah.
That's the next guy. That if they do that, then you know it's like an inside joke. It's
I
Yeah,
mean,
like
because we had
I mean,
no finishing issues earlier,
hey,
but now
exactly. Do you guys remember when Mike Mayock used to cover the NFL draft, especially when he was talking about offensive linemen at the combine? His favorite word, like Mike Mayock, would be like, "Look at his butt. Look at the size of that butt. Look at that." And I used to think, yo, man, you used to say no homo, man. Come on,
he used
man.
to, he used to be like pause. Pause.
Pause. It's
If
like,
pick is in.
hey,
No.
No, pick is not in.
Buffalo.
Pick is none. I lied. Will Johnson's going here.
Guess
Yeah.
we're taking the
Ready?
South
My
Carolina.
last three predictions are Will Johnson, Josh Simmons, and then the kid from BC.
hey, the kid from BC will be
That's
a
a
great get
rocker.
for the Eagles. I
Yeah,
can't.
it's either going
Whoa,
to be a
whoa,
safety
whoa!
or an edge. One of the two.
It's interesting that Mike Williams, Mike Green is falling out of the first round. He's a terrific pass rusher, though.
I know. I think if he's there, Houston might take him second pick of the second round.
I think last year this went beyond 5 o'clock.
Wow.
The first round.
Hey, did you realize? I've just seen on Twitter that your Eagles legendary running back Shady with an outlandish take of Shadell going number 1 to the Titans, which was like very laughable right now.
But yeah, he's certainly been smoking something.
Never forget when when Colorado retired the number for someone who got drafted in the second round.
Man, they're really
They
burning.
might take a pass rusher too.
Pause.
They were saying Mike Green.
You know, if Cam Newton was there, he'd be like, pause.
Pause. Yeah.
The pick is in, just friggin' announce it.
Let's see it. But this now is now watered down. But they at least put him in a wheelchair this time, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He already looks like he's crying about the pick. He knows they took a bad pick. The Bills messed it up.
He's like, man.
Is he a Bills fan?
I would hope so. Just like his team traded out, so they just had him read a different team's pick. They're like, we're not bringing you back a second night. Come on, Tommy. Will Johnson.
The one for
Maxwell
different
Harris.
team.
The
Maxwell
other
Harrison.
the
Oh,
other-
Guy that
wow,
can
okay.
touch.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a guy they
Hey,
like.
that knee injury from Will Johnson has really cost him tonight. He would have gone much earlier than this, but they're very concerned about that knee injury.
I mean, didn't you? Have you
Hmm.
just traded up?
Yep, Philly swapped with Casey.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, Philly wants their guy. They
Mhm.
aren't waiting no more.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've done we took an injured corner before. I think Howie's probably not going to do it again. I think who was it? Was it Zane? All those years back. Yeah, he's not going to do it a second time. He's learned from his mistake.
Well, I would expect the Philly pick to be in quite quickly then.
I wouldn't be shocked if Casey trades out of the first round.
Who with?
Yeah, that's really good value for the Bills.
Hey, he's a good pick.
Nothing about finishing?
Yeah, he moves well.
The
He's a
pick
cover
is
corner,
in.
man. I'm not bringing him in to tackle.
All right, here's
The
your
Philly-
pick, Will. Who is it? I thought you were going to take the kid from BC, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's a fifth. They just gained a fifth rounder. Yeah,
They just
as
went on
expected.
one
Not a
fifth
lot.
round pick. I mean, do you really think Kansas are going to draft him instead of us? So
It's more of you give up not a lot just to.
peace of mind, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably like a 5th round later, 6th, even maybe
It's a
7th
fifth round.
later.
It's a fifth round.
It is okay.
Oh my god, I'm stressed.
And they go for an advert. Was it? No. Darian reckons it's Mike Green.
Okay.
What'd you say?
He reckons it's
I won't be
Mike.
surprised though.
Darian reckons it's Mike Green.
From
I'm not gonna
Marshall?
surprise because
Yeah, I mean, I didn't
Howie
expect them to be here
loves.
this late, but I think they're taking a edge rusher. That I know.
Yeah,
Because Philly never can have too many edge rushers.
No, they needed to scheme up so many things in order to beat the Kansas City last year. It wasn't just rush 4 every time. The entire game, rush 4.
Just have a revolving
Russian
door
base.
of
Well, they
rush.
did lose. You guys lost your Milton Williams.
Free agency.
So
They are really like long in this out. Peter's gonna be like fully passed out in his chair by the end of this.
We in the final 2 picks, man. I'm almost there.
yeah, we're almost done with it.
We are all. I think everybody's flagging. Even the people in the crowd are flagging. Look at that.
yeah, that's it. Oh,
Those seem
Cam
like good
Jurgens.
picks.
Yeah, just one or two good picks. Just announce it already, guys. Got 2 more rounds tomorrow, which we won't be live for, but 2 more rounds tomorrow.
Yeah, Makai Beckham will be missed.
Wow.
They went linebacker.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not
You
sure
waited.
about this pick. Well, because
Well,
you guys
I
have you have an
Nakobe
all
Dean.
pro middle linebacker already.
I think what it
Yeah.
is they just want the best player.
No,
They-
Nakobe Dean's been injury prone, so it's kind of like he's been good,
So you
but
think
he always gets
this
hurt
guy's gonna
at
play?
some point in the season.
I
So
think this guy, you guys will use him on the outside because
yeah,
he
that's his
has
frame.
he can pass rush, he can blitz. Yep.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be a dog, man.
You're already believing in it now.
Yeah,
It took you all of 30 seconds. In Howie you trust. Alright, who are KC
I mean,
picking?
respectfully, Goodell's got to be a pretty strong dude to be able to hug these guys and not get fucking
yeah.
annihilated.
That's what I'm saying. The commissioner's gonna have to be like criteria for the job. 220, 6'4" minimum. This is the hardest part of the year. He's
Oh,
got the bodysuit.
I know it says Edrin Cooper, but I thought it said Edgin Cooper, and I was like, "There's
Speed
no
race,
way
pass
they
rush
dropped that on
value,
us."
Adrian Cooper, 6'2", 235.
But doesn't have finishing issues, which is huge. If that's
Yeah.
something you were worried about, Will,
Yeah.
you know, with your boys. The pick is in.
Yeah.
I'm low key weird, but I'm gonna say Josh Simmons here. They need line
I
help.
agree with you.
I think having that fifth
Yeah.
year
Yep.
because he's recovering from the injury is going to give them the value that they want for him. I think he could be really good. So, and I think he probably could play this
Absolutely.
year potentially.
Do you think he's worth using up this, or do you think he's capable of dropping all the way in the second?
Not to the
Not to the end.
Kansas City. No, I think he'll get taken by someone. Get taken by like I don't know, San Francisco or maybe like in Indianapolis.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
they really wanted him.
Well,
Nah,
clearly
they're
not
lying. It was
enough because
Malachi
they didn't
Starks.
get the trade off. But
Damn.
Exactly. It was for Malachi Starks. Don't believe that that BS.
Yeah.
They're just saying to feel good about. I think they were trying to get up for Malachi Starks, and then
Yeah.
when Starks got taken, they pivoted to Campbell.
Well, you have to salvage something, right? But I'm happy with this pick. Like it's kind of like an overabundance, but it just adds depth.
All right, and now let's get to announcing this final pick.
And as a special thing, we're going to announce every single player that's been drafted as 32nd pick in the first round of the last 50 years.
Just to
Gets to the Super Bowl.
This is where like one of those like a whole cheer squad comes out and does a routine before they do the pick.
I'm shocked the pick is in. 30,000 years later.
You can't do the John Cena. You're from Philly. Oh, Mason Taylor is interesting. LSU tight end.
Tackle. Boo.
Nice way to get right to it. Bang bang.
Tackle.
Yep.
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 Bang bang.
Yep. Bam bam.
I
Yep.
think because of the 5th year, like if he doesn't play
Mhm.
this year, now
Yeah,
having that
yeah,
5th year option gives
definitely.
you the value you would get, you know. But like if you took him in the 2nd round, you don't get that. He's a fluid mover though. He does move fluids.
Yeah, he is. He is.
He might be in the next sperm
and then
race, the
need him.
2nd sperm race.
Listen, and then need him. Like, I mean, he's gonna be
for sure.
their left tackle.
Because they just let go of Tooney as well, or they
Mhm.
traded him to the Bears. You know, so like
Yeah.
And,
we'll see.
and there we have it. First round in the books.
Pretty solid draft.
So Johnson fell out of first round. Shedeur fell
Should
out.
fill out.
So we'll see
A lot
how
of the corners
the
fell out.
two
of
goes
first round.
play out.
Let's see how it is tomorrow.
So
and
you reckon
we'll-
someone would take Shedeur tomorrow in the 2nd round?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
If he's still there for
You
the
think- New Orleans, maybe?
actually, I wouldn't be shocked if the Raiders took him at
Yeah.
30, whatever that is. Oh, I guess we're not
36.
done. There's still a pick. Right.
No, that's it. We're done tonight. They're just showing the graphic.
That's
Yeah,
it.
we're done.
Okay.
Yeah, round 2, 33.
Yeah, round 2, you're right. Yeah, I think if he's there at Vegas, I think Vegas would take Shedeur.
And then
Because who else needs a quarterback? It's just Vegas,
and New Orleans probably.
New Orleans, and Steelers, right?
Yeah.
Let's do.
I mean, not that they all need a quarterback like tomorrow, but like
They need the next
future
guy up.
quarterbacks. Yeah, like because like the Raiders could not take a quarterback, play this year out, and then see what's available next year. You know, like.
Well, we have to thank everybody who has stopped by, and we'll have some draft recap content coming up in the next few weeks, and looking towards the new season. So
Yeah,
it's
gentlemen,
goodbye
appreciate
from
you having me
myself.
on.
Thank you to Miles to
Wow.
join us tonight,
It was
and
nice having you on.
the ballers are over and out.